Nebraska Public Media Sports, Nebraska's home for championship sports, is live from Warner Park in Omaha for the 2024 NSAA Baseball Championships. And we conclude our day-long coverage here in Omaha with a battle in Class A for the state title. It's the Wildcats of Millard West at 32-5, taking on the defending champion Spartans at 32-1. Hello again, everyone. I'm Larry Putney, along with a couple of former Huskers. Brian Dunsing, Jeff Lisey, great to have you with us as we get set for baseball here in Omaha. Jeff, this is a rematch of last year's state championship.
Yeah, rematch of an excellent game from last year. Lincoln East has been the front runner. They've been number one all season long, one loss on the year. Expect big things from Lincoln East today.
And Millard West, 32-5, number 2 all year. They're going with J.D. Moffitt on the mound. It should be a good game.
Should be a good one. Lincoln East and Millard West. This is what's happened so far today. Malcolm won it this morning. Norris just moments ago in Class B took down Gretna East, scoring 5 runs in the bottom of the 6th, and now we head to Class A. Millard West, not too far of a trip here to Warner Park. Lincoln East drove up from Lincoln. How did they get here through the brackets? Well, in the top of the bracket, Lincoln East did not lose. They knocked off Millard North in extra innings, very close, beat Southwest, and then knocked off Millard South convincingly 8-2. And Millard West with a win over Elkhorn South beat Creighton Prep convincingly, knocked off Elkhorn South 9-2 to make it here to the championship. And so we are ready for a state championship in Class A. Let's go to Heath Kramer with introductions.
Good evening, baseball fans. Welcome to Warner Park for the 2024 NSAA Class A State Baseball Championships. The Nebraska School Activities Association congratulates Millard West High School and Lincoln East High School on their athletic excellence and sportsmanship, and welcome the teams, their coaches, students, and families to the 2024 NSAA State Baseball Championships. The NSAA is proud to recognize its premier corporate partners, Farmers Mutual of Nebraska, Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association, and Ortho Nebraska. Baseball fans, at this time, if you are able, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem. Performing the anthem this evening, the West Side High School Trio featuring Teresa Bachnicek, Greta Mann, and Aiden Meyerson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Yay.
It's Championship Friday. Today's Class A championship game features the number 2 seed with a record of 32-5, the Wildcats of Millard West High School. And the number 1 seed with a record of 32-1, the Spartans of Lincoln East High School. It's time for today's University of Nebraska system introduction of the players and coaches and starting lineups. The University of Nebraska system, the official starting lineup partner of the Nebraska School Activities Association. First, the players and coaches for the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Millard West Wildcats. Leading off, the shortstop, number 9, Tyson Lewis. Hitting second, the third baseman, number 2, Nick Ventiker. Batting third, the pitcher, DH, number 18, J.D. Moffitt. In the cleanup spot, the second baseman, number 1, Mike Valdivia. Hitting fifth and playing first base, number 7, Caden Strzok. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 5, Chance Roberts. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 4, Sam Kidd. Hitting eighth and playing center field, number 28, Jackson Williams. Batting ninth in left field, number 30, Jake Blackman. The non-starters for Millard West are number 6, Max Wand. Number 8, Caden Dreesen. Number 10, Josh Mulligan. Number 11, Ben Sturbins. Number 12, Dylan Swersek. Number 13, Drew Lotus. Number 14, Landon Horst. Number 15, Ethan Cole. Number 16, Brady Ferguson. Number 17, Tyson Meyer. Number 19, Eli Hoagie. Number 21, Peyton Roberts. And number 27, Bennett Clokey. The assistant coaches for Millard West are Sean Jurasic, Zach Layton, Andy Peacock, Jarrett Seaton, Peyton Barnes, and the head coach is Steve Fry. Now, let's meet the players and coaches from the home team on the scoreboard, the Lincoln East Spartans. Leading off and catching, number 42, Jeter Worthley. Hitting second and playing second, number 1, Kai Berkey. Batting third, the first baseman, number 7, A.J. Avasco. In the cleanup spot, the designated hitter, number 19, Garrett Springer. Hitting fifth and playing left field, number 27, Troy Peltz. Hitting sixth, the right fielder, number 6, Owen Lessig. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 4, Joey Senstock. Hitting eighth, the center fielder, number 11, Mason Gaines. Batting ninth and playing third base, number 5, Tanner Peterson. On the mound tonight for the Spartans, number 10, Carter Mick. The non-starters for Lincoln East, number 2, Carter McPeak. Number 3, Paul Shortridge. Number 8, Chase Nelson. Number 9, Keith Canuck. Number 12, Brock Anderson. Number 13, Connor Johnson. Number 16, Luke Larson. Number 18, Jack Oler. Number 28, Kalai Larson. Number 31, Brody McIntyre. And number 44, Dele Odalate. The assistant coaches for the Spartans are Ben Brink, Rob Canuck, Saul Soltero, Noah Kolhanek, Taylor Doggett, Matt Duchek, Trey Montanez, Shane Watine, Jordan Watine, Ryan Schrod, and Nolan Lott. The head coach for the Spartans is Michael Lonick. The umpires for tonight's game: at third base, it's Tucker McHugh. At second base, Chris Simon. At first base, Brandon Dinsloggy. And calling the balls and strikes this evening is Zach Lutz. It is now time for this evening's ceremonial first pitch. Heading to the mound is Brian Dunsing, a graduate of Millard South High School. Dunsing batted .429 his senior year. His combined pitching record in 2 seasons of American Legion play was 16-3 with 141 strikeouts. And in his final season of Legion ball, he had a 0.74 earned run average and a .522 batting average. Playing at Nebraska, he went 6-2 as a freshman while helping the Huskers reach the 2002 College World Series. After suffering an elbow injury and having Tommy John surgery, he bounced back in 2005 with an 8-0 record and a .260 ERA to help the Huskers reach the CWS once again. He pitched for Team USA in the Baseball World Cup in 2007 and the Beijing Olympics in 2008. Dunsing spent 10 seasons in the majors while playing for Minnesota from 2009 to 2015, Baltimore, in 2016 and the Chicago Cubs in 2017 and 2018. All right, Brian, fire and a strike. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Dunsing.
I don't know, Jeff, he got you. That was a pretty good pitch. He'll be joining us up here in the booth.
Yeah, definitely off the plate. Looked like it was maybe in the right-handed batter's box. And he noticed he was from the grass, not the dirt. But good look. We'll have a good laugh and conversation later.
It's going to get further and further out as the night goes on. We'll be back.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
What do you think about going to college?
I'm kind of scared.
I feel nervous a little bit.
That's kind of a tough one. I'm not really sure yet.
I'm excited for college.
How are you going to pay for it?
To be honest, I don't really know.
That's actually a really good question.
So what if you had a friend you could ask?
At Teammates, our mission is to positively impact the world by inspiring students to reach their full potential through mentoring. Since 1991, Teammates has served more than 47,000 students across the Midwest. Today, we have a growing list of students waiting to be mentored. Mentors come from all walks of life. To be a mentor, all you have to do is be there. Find more information about how to become a mentor at teammates.org.
Coverage of the NSAA Baseball Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, Nebraska Public Power District, and Teammates Mentoring Program. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support. Back here at Papillions Warner Park, getting set for Class A State Championship Baseball. The Wildcats, number 2 all year long, taking on the top-seeded Lincoln East Spartans. Spartans have lost just once all year. That was to Millard South. The Wildcats have played a very tough schedule. Went down to Oklahoma and Kansas City. Played some really tough competition throughout the year. Tyson Lewis, maybe one of the best in the state, maybe one of the best to ever play at Millard West for the Wildcats, will lead it off and play shortstop.
Yeah, Tyson Lewis, a special talent out of the leadoff spot for Millard West. We'll talk about him a lot today.
Peltz, Gaines, and Lessig in right. The infield is Peterson, the Husker recruit, Joey Sinstock. Berkey is at second. Ivasco is at first. Behind the plate is Worthley and Carter Mick on the mound.
I'll talk about Carter Mick in a second. I'm trying to catch my breath. There's a lot of stairs.
Good hustle.
Yeah.
Nice pitch.
Thanks. If that has anything to do with how the game's going to go, it's going to be a pretty good game, guys. It's a piece of cake.
That was other batter's box, wasn't it?
No, what?
Hey, guys.
Come on.
Carter Mick, 8-0.
Sorry, yeah. Sorry, Carter Mick, 8-0. He's got good stuff. He's going to go right at guys, 82-85, changeup, curveball guy. Again, lefty. I love lefties. But he's going to challenge you.
Yeah.
We got 2 seniors going tonight, both for Millard West and for Lincoln East, so it should be a good matchup.
Certainly was last year when these two teams played for a state championship. That was won by Lincoln East. It's the first title that Lincoln East had won since 1974, but all of a sudden you get this feeling like baseball in Lincoln is making a turn. Earlier today, we had a champion from just outside of Lincoln in Malcolm, and then just now, also winning it, Norris, just outside of Lincoln. A lot of those kids play in the youth baseball programs and select baseball through Lincoln, and obviously these Spartans, from Lincoln.
Some good baseball in Lincoln right now, no doubt about it.
Expecting a good one here. So Carter Mick on the mound for Lincoln East. And Tyson Lewis, the shortstop for the Wildcats, to lead it off. Swings through an off-speed pitch from Carter Mick.
How about that? We talked about earlier today, you don't often see the first pitch off speed. We saw it earlier today, and then now here in the Class A game.
Gave it to him again. That one a little further out. And Lewis quickly behind 0-2.
Yeah, you can tell how Mick wants to attack Lewis right now. A couple of breakers down and away to get him started.
Fouls that off. Hit him in the box. Zach Lutz behind the plate tonight. Brandon Disloggy's at first. Chris Simons at second. Tucker McHugh. That is our officiating crew.
First fastball of the game right there. Third pitch of the at-bat.
Shows the respect they have for him, right? And you get the left-on-left matchup to get things going, bunch of breakers. Like we talked earlier, man, it just makes the fastball play a lot quicker.
Hit sharply. Past Tabasco at first. And a leadoff single for Tyson Lewis despite falling behind. No balls, 2 strikes.
And Brian, I talked about that earlier today as well. Once you've seen that breaker a couple times, now you know what it does, and I feel like it gives you the advantage as a hitter because you've seen it, you're comfortable with it, and he got one he could handle. There were 2 strikes, and Tyson Lewis doing a nice job driving into right field.
Yeah, I agree. That's true. It's showing him 4 sliders and 1 fastball. I mean, and the fastball he fouled off. He's a little late, right? But now he saw it, the fastball as well. So now he knew how to adjust to that timing, and it was just a little bit easier for him to stay on that breaking ball.
Brings up Nick Ventiger, the third baseman for the Wildcats. Good speed at first with Tyson Lewis.
Yeah, he can run. I mean, again, he's very toolsy, very twitchy.
I'll check him. Probably not the first time.
Millard West only has 3 guys that played in that championship game last year on this team. So that'll be interesting, too, just to see how that plays out.
He's off with the pitch. Hits it through the hole. Great piece of hitting by Ventiger. As Lewis was off with the pitch, Sinstock covered, left the hole open. Back-to-back singles to open it up.
Yeah, and you can see Lewis at first base. Takes off of the pitch. I don't know if it was necessarily a hit and run or a straight steal, but Ventiger does a nice job just taking advantage of the hole in the infield and hitting it through that 6-hole for the base hit.
That'll bring up J.D. Moffitt.
I don't know if he would have went, but most times, even when you steal, you're taught to peek in as a base runner. And I feel like if he peeks in, he sees where that ball wasn't hit that hard, but through the 6-hole, he might be able to get third, too.
Moffitt lays down the bunt. They go to third in time to get the play. Good heads-up play by Carter Mick to get the lead runner.
Great job fielding your position as a pitcher, becoming an athlete, knowing where everyone's going.
Yeah, I think so many times pitchers just settle for getting out at first there, right? But a ball that's relatively back to you, and especially when it's towards that third base side, so you've got a shorter throw. Nice job being heads up and being able to get the lead runner.
Mike Valdivia now at the plate. Valdivia, the second baseman, with runners at first and second.
It's interesting, too. I think they caught Lincoln East off guard right there. I think Lincoln East got away with one. Third baseman wasn't ready for it, wasn't charging at all. He went straight to the bag on the bunt. I think caught him off guard. Fortunately for Lincoln East, went back to the pitcher instead of down the line.
Timeout taken by Valdivia. There's Michael Lonick, head coach of the Spartans. Inside move. Sixth season for Lonick as the head coach at Lincoln East. Won the state championship last year. Fastball to Valdivia.
And Mick threw that one by him, right? I don't know if Valdivia was thinking off speed there, but he definitely threw the fastball by him.
I would have to think that swing tells you he was looking off speed. His foot wasn't even down yet before he started to swing. So
Valdivia hitting .275 on the year. Two balls, one strike from Carter Mick. Now 2-2.
Jeff, we got some shadows right now. How hard is it for you to hit as a hitter with the shadows?
Yeah, right now it's not too bad, right? If that shadow's between the mound and home plate, it gets really difficult. But as long as it's behind the mound, which you can see right now that the shadow's behind the mound, so it's not too bad as a hitter.
Checked inside again. Kai Berkey was covering. Got the strikeout. 2 down.
He just challenged him with a bunch of heaters there. Blew him right past him.
Yeah, like you said, goes with the fastball a little bit upstairs. Good pitch from Carter Mick, and he did. You can see Valdivia just under the fastball up.
So that brings up the first baseman, the lefty Caden Struck. Struck hitting right at .300 on the year. Pitch outside corner, caught it.
And for Carter Mick, if he can get out of this inning unscathed, that's a big-time win for Lincoln East, right? Millard West able to get the first 2 runners on base from base hits.
Hits that to Sinstock. It's short, flipped to second in time, and Lincoln East works around the 2 hits to lead off the inning by the Wildcats. We head to the bottom of the first, no score.
Did you know that the #1 reason officials quit is because of verbal abuse from parents and fans? We are losing officials, and we need everyone to respect the ref.
Judges help students to find their voice and become lifelong supporters of the arts. Without these individuals, NSAA activities would not be possible.
I cannot participate in the activities that I love without these officials and judges. So please let the players play, let the coaches coach, let the officials officiate, and let the judges judge.
These are Nebraska corn farmers. They work in acres, not hours. Over 9 million acres to be exact. Harvesting the energy and climate solutions the world needs. Year after year after year. We are proud to stand with you.
We are back in Warner Park in Omaha. Boy, good night for baseball. Class A state championship. Take a look at the batting order for the Spartans of Lincoln East. Jeter Worthley will lead it off. Berkey will hit second. Ivasco, dynamite hitter, hitting third. Springer, Peltz, Lessig, Sinstock, Gaines, and Peterson. Defensively for the Wildcats, Blackman's in left, Williams and Roberts. Infielder Vin Tiger, Lewis is at short. Valdivia is at second, Struck at first. Kids behind the plate. And J.D. Moffitt is on the hill.
J.D. Moffitt's 85 to 88. He's got a slider and changeup. And again, just like everyone else has been seeing, he's going to go right at guys. He's going to try and mix it up a little bit, keep hitters off balance. But this is senior versus senior. Both of those guys have been on the mound for a while. They know what they're doing. They know how to pitch.
And behind him, I mean, this is a Millard West defense that can really play, right? I mean, you've got Tyson Lewis and Mike Valdivia up the middle. A lot of speed in the outfield. They play really good defense behind their pitcher.
Had a couple of great state championship games earlier today in Class C and B. Thinking this one was going to live up to the bill as well. A rematch of last year's state championship. Jeter Worthley will lead it off for the Spartans. Worthley hitting .438 on the year, as Moffitt lost that one.
Pretty sure that was a breaking ball as well. Slipped out of his hand.
Early nerves, that's all. Quickly gather, we're all good. Called strike outside corner.
Good work to just settle in there, right? You missed badly with the first two pitches. Important to get that one.
That was off the plate. 31 the count. And Jeter Worthley draws a leadoff walk. Brings up Kai Berkey. Berkey hitting .375 on the year. Berkey, the low average guy among the guys in the top four in the lineup. Low average at .375.
Not too shabby.
Squares to bunt. Bunts it foul.
That's a good pitch right there for Moffitt after that first at bat. Missing extremely on both sides and a walk. Gonna be able to come back and have a guy square around, which is not easy to pitch to when you see a guy square around and he throws it down the middle. So if you're Millard West, that's a good sign. Hopefully get him locked back in a little bit.
And bunts that foul also.
And you can see already in the first inning, we've seen both teams with the bunt attempt and playing small ball. Last year's game being a one-run game in extra innings. And these teams have so much respect for each other, right? I mean, these have been the 1-2 teams all year long. You figure it's probably going to be a close game, runs at a premium, and we see in the first inning, both teams playing some small ball, trying to scratch across runs.
Rolled out to short. Backhand, flipped to second, did not get him. Right back on it. Worthley thought he was out, stepped off the bag. Valdivia didn't see him, and Worthley worked his way back. So that's going to go down, I believe, as an E4. Yeah, watch Worthley well past the bag.
Yeah, unfortunately, he put his head down after he dropped the ball, and if he continues to play, he can turn around easily. And
so that brings up A.J. Avasco. Avasco hitting .480 on the year with 8 home runs. Nobody out. Gave him some off-speed stuff to start.
Yeah, going back to that play, it was a tough play for Tyson Lewis because it wasn't hit hard, and he's ranging to his right towards that third base side and having to charge it. The throw is a little low, but one that Valdivia has to get the out at second, like you said, once the runner leaves the bag. Try and steal an out, get a freebie.
Let's go quickly behind. No balls, 2 strikes.
these are 2 really good changeups. Back-to-back pitches, just way out in front. Great location. You can't do anything with that as a hitter anyways. But to go back to that play, yeah, as a second baseman, you got to make sure we get the out. Just catch it. I think he's trying to be quick and try and turn it instead of just taking the out at second.
Lines that. Lewis takes this himself, steps on second, in time for the double play.
It's a big double play. A.J. Vasco, such a good hitter, such a dangerous hitter. We saw him go some change-ups away early in the at-bat. End up getting the soft contact and routine double play ball for Tyson Lewis.
So that brings up Garrett Springer. Springer hitting .436, also with 8 home runs. State home run leaders are all in this game. Troy Lewis, playing short for Millard West, has 8. Uvasco has 8. Garrett Springer has 8. Lays off the change.
Yeah, and I would think Moffitt's going to be careful with them, right? I mean, you've got a couple of bases open, 2-0 count, a very dangerous hitter.
Yeah, I think he's thinking there's no reason to give in here. See if you can't get him to chase.
And right down the middle.
Or throw it right down the middle. He was not expecting that, I guess.
2 balls, 1 strike. Fouls that straight back. Stays alive, 2-2 with 2 down.
Yeah, and Springer took a big cut there. He was trying to change the score. Just missed that pitch.
The 2-2 from Moffitt to Garrett Springer. High into the air. Chance Roberts drifts in, makes the play. Both teams with opportunities in the first, neither capitalized.
Meet the champions of innovation in the heart of Nebraska. They're not just farmers, and they nurture more than just crops, pushing boundaries and turning challenges into opportunities. They trade knowledge and know-how, and their dedication doesn't end at harvest. It's in your every bite and every drive. The future of food, fuel, and fiber, and the future of Nebraska starts right here.
At Teammates, our mission is to positively impact the world by inspiring students to reach their full potential through mentoring. Since 1991, Teammates has served more than 47,000 students across the Midwest. Today, we have a growing list of students waiting to be mentored. Mentors come from all walks of life. To be a mentor, all you have to do is be there. Find more information about how to become a mentor at teammates.org.
We go to the second, no score here in Omaha. Let's take a look at last year's battle between these two teams for the state championship. Watch this throw. Got him at the plate. And then that Joey Sinstock rip into right was the difference in the game. Lincoln East won at 3-2. It was a fun one.
That was a lot of fun.
Went 10 innings.
You should have been there.
It was in the bottom of the 10th. Yeah, we missed you. Oh, that's right. You had something to do.
Yeah, I think I was doing the big boys.
You were doing what? Can you say that again?
BTN stuff.
Oh,
college
got
game.
it. Oh,
Just,
okay.
you know,
Okay, all right. Wow. Sideways in a hurry?
Gosh. Oh, my goodness.
So Chance Roberts, who just made that last catch to end it, he will lead it off here in the second. Roberts playing right field, takes ball 1 inside.
First pitch breaker again. So obviously, like, the game plan is let's pitch backwards early.
Well, and especially to the left-handed hitters.
Yeah.
Right? We've seen it to the lefties. He's leaned on the breaker.
1-1 from Mick. I love how quickly Mick works. Roberts fights that off.
Yeah, that was a good breaking ball down in the zone that Roberts did a good job, like you said, of just fighting it off, right? Getting another pitch. So he can get something he can handle here.
Hits out of the right. Lessig is over to make the play. 1 down. So the catcher now comes to the plate, Sam Kidd. Kidd hitting .234 on the year. In the 7-hole for the Wildcats. Cats 32-5 on the year.
Again, great years by both these teams. 32-5 by Millard West. 1 loss for Lincoln East all year. First time these guys have met all season. Which they had a couple matchups scheduled, but weather screwed that up a little bit. But last time these two teams played against each other was last year this time.
Mm-hmm. Pretty good pitch there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Look at it again.
I think it's off.
Yeah, it's a little off. That's good pitch presentation by Jeter back there and making it look better than what it was. So almost got the call.
Yep. Glove didn't move. Hit right where he was set up. Set up there again. One of the losses for the Wildcats was to Bixby, Oklahoma. In a tournament they went to in Oklahoma. They also lost to Lincoln Southwest, who was down here at state. You talk about Lincoln baseball getting better. Yep. Southwest down here made a nice run. They got into the semifinals.
Yeah, Lincoln seems to be obviously picking up with the talent in baseball, and that's good for the state, just in general. But
Millard West also lost to Lincoln Pius 5-2, and to Elkhorn South to end the year. What a grab! How about that, Tanner Peterson?
That's a great swing, great play.
Yeah, and I was going to say, I mean, really good at bat from Sam Kidd, right? I mean, to work the full count, took a couple of tough pitches, and he gets a pitch he can handle and hits it hard. But Peterson with a nice leaping grab.
That was snow coned initially. See it sit at the top of the glove and pulled it back in. To Hopper, then to Tanner Peterson. Dug out by Avasco at first. And the Wildcats go in order.
Life is full of milestones. Let Wayne State's graduate programs be your next big moment. Whether you work in education, criminal justice, business, public relations, human resources, information technology, or sports and recreation, our programs provide pathways to the next level in your career. Flexible and online, a Wayne State graduate degree helps you write that next big chapter in your life without having to put your life on hold.
The way we use electricity has changed a lot over the years. What hasn't changed is our commitment to make sure it's there the moment you need it. Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us.
Great night here at Warner Park. No score as we head to the bottom of the second. 5 straight trips to the finals for Steve Fry and the Wildcats. They won it in 2022, so they are 1-3 in those finals. This would be the 5th in a row. J.D. Moffitt back out there. He'll face Troy Pells to start off the bottom of the second. Starts him off with a strike right at the knees. quickly ahead.
It's a great changeup. I've been very impressed with like the pitching we've seen all day. Just all the pitchers able to locate off-speed stuff, not scared to throw off-speed stuff and hitters counts. Locating well.
Brian, when you were in high school, did you feel like you were able to do that, or is that something you developed later in your career?
I personally developed that later in my career. I was a 83 to 85 mile an hour, just throw a sinker on the outside part of the plate, let him hit it into the ground. Had a little get me over curveball type stuff, and I threw a changeup that I get some swings and misses on, but I didn't. Once I got to college is when I put on all my weight and my velocity came up. But
Jackson Williams pulls it in for the out.
I mean, you see these kids nowadays, like we were talking about earlier, like I don't know what they put in these guys' school lunches, but they're humongous human beings now. And they're stronger and they're faster and they throw harder at an earlier age. And so the game has changed at this level too, I feel like.
Well, I think the coaching, I mean, there's so many, you talk like indoor facilities and year-round stuff, and I mean, just with data and analytics.
It's hit high into the air by Owen Lessig, but right at Jake Blackman.
And all that stuff starts to trickle down, right, at a younger and younger age. And I feel like players in today's game are so much more advanced and further along at a young age.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So that'll bring up the Husker commit, Joey Senstock. Senstock hitting .386 on the year, 5 doubles, 3 homers. He had the game-winning RBI last year in this game. Called strike outside corner. Good pitch from Moffitt.
But I'm so impressed. Like, the pitching in today's game is so good, right? It's so hard. It's always been hard on hitters, but now more so than ever, with the power arms and secondary stuff. And every year I'll be watching a big league game late in the season, maybe playoff baseball, and all of a sudden a guy I've never heard of steps on the rubber and he's throwing like 102 with a filthy slider.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, it's, well, I mean, think about the last pitch. That's a great breaking ball. Looks like a fastball right out of the hand and just falls off the table. But you know, when I was in high school, if you saw someone throwing over 90, that was like a rare feat.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I feel like now you see kids in high school that are throwing 90, 90 plus a little more frequently.
Popped into right field. Roberts in on it, makes the play. 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the second. We're through 2 here in the Class A title game. No score.
At Teammates, our mission is to positively impact the world by inspiring students to reach their full potential through mentoring. Since 1991, Teammates has served more than 47,000 students across the Midwest. Today, we have a growing list of students waiting to be mentored. Mentors come from all walks of life. To be a mentor, all you have to do is be there. Find more information about how to become a mentor at teammates.org.
Have you heard about FAFSA?
It's like a form you fill out.
Fill it out and you get money for college. Easiest way to get money for college, hands down.
FAFSA. It's a life hack.
It's your way in.
So you want to help me pay for college? I'm down.
Heck yeah.
Definitely. How is this not trending on all the things?
It took me like 30 minutes to fill out.
So easy.
How much am I gonna get?
This is a hidden gem.
Fill out your FAFSA. FAFSA.
Drink water, buckle up, fill out your FAFSA.
Let's look at some of the D1 next level guys who are playing for the Wildcats. Then Tigers heading to Creighton. They're getting a good one. Tyson Lewis, Dave Van Horn has recruited him down to Arkansas. He'll be a top draft pick, though. It'll be interesting to see if he ends up going to Arkansas. Valdivia at Tulane and Ferguson to Iowa. Ferguson threw in this game last year against the Spartans.
And I know we talked about Lincoln have some good baseball. I mean, the Millard area's got some good athletes as well. Yeah, it's the whole state, really, to be honest. Like the state of baseball in Nebraska right now is going in a really good direction.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, thanks.
Huh.
I was an English major in college.
Never would have known.
Yeah, I know.
Hit well into center. Mason Gaines with a good jump on it. For out number 1.
You know, when you talk other guys, I know Sam Kidd, a guy that could potentially play at the next level, and he's a smart one. We'll get into that probably later, but I mean, possible Ivy League, Northwestern type school. They could have some opportunities. Jackson Williams is a tremendous athlete and going to play football in college.
Called strike, back to the top of the order to Tyson Lewis.
And you were saying it there, I mean, Lewis the guy that could go.
That is hit well into right. Diving and making the play is Owen Lessig in right. Robbing Tyson Lewis of a single.
That's a big play, too.
It's a big play, and that was hit hard. And with Lessig coming in, we'll get another look at it. But if that ball ends up getting by him, it's at least 3 bases for Tyson Lewis because he can flat out fly.
And of course, your pitcher's going to love it. You're going to love that every single time.
Absolutely. 2-hop to third. Peterson bobbles, throws, not in time. Ventiger beat it out. And the bobble at third will be an error on the Spartans. Be 2 down for J.D. Moffitt. Yep. Off speed, DeMoffitt swings through.
And what a day for state baseball. We talked like great weather. Look at the crowd. Like, this is an amazing crowd here from both sides representing, right? The Lincoln folks came down. Millard supporters. I mean, this is a fantastic event.
When I was down there, but like they were talking, they opened up every section because the lines were still way out on the concourse. They're trying to get in, so they opened up the whole thing to let everyone in.
Wow. You know, a lot of talk about the move to the double bracket, double elimination of the top bracket and the bottom bracket so you can get here to play one game for a state championship. And the reason they did that primarily is to be able to televise so it fits in a television window. But I think it's also helped the crowds. Crowds come, you know, you have one game for the championship. There's no if necessary. Maybe they win, maybe we'll go to the second game. It's because we've seen terrific crowds these last 2 years.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, you look at high school sports in Nebraska, and so many of the state tournaments and state championships are so well run, right? I mean, you go across the board, and state track and field at Burke High School going on right now is always an unbelievable event, right? I mean, state wrestling is an unbelievable event. Obviously, basketball, football, volleyball, softball. I mean, all of them are very well run. Soccer, state soccer, Larry, you called that earlier this week. I mean, you get great crowds down at Morrison Stadium.
It's terrific.
It's just awesome to see like these communities and stuff supporting like their high school athletes.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of times, like, you know, people might not come out, but like you said, like if there was a doubleheader tonight, possible doubleheader, you might not have the same crowd.
Right. Good read here by Ventiger.
Yeah, and at first I thought Ventiger was stealing. He made a hard first couple steps. Don't know if he didn't get a great jump on it, but then ball in the dirt does a nice job reading it and advancing the 90 feet.
So now the runner in scoring position for the second time in 3 innings for the Wildcats.
Right now here, Carter Mick's trying to make a really good pitch here. Get your guys out of this inning with the runner in scoring position. Pick up the third baseman who unfortunately made the error. But if you can get out of this out giving up a run, no harm, no foul.
Fouled off by Moffitt.
I love how active Ventiger is at second base right now as well. And to me, like, you don't steal third that often with 2 outs, right? But if you can get the pitcher thinking about you and worried about you, and potentially you get a middle infielder out of position holding you, and you open up a hole in the field, or or again, pitcher's focused on you, worried about you, and he misses his spot, it gives your hitter at the plate some opportunities.
I always hated pitching with a runner at second. I'd way rather have a runner at third than a runner at second. I just feel like they're looking down the barrel. They feel like they know the sign of the pitch we're ready to throw, that they're relaying it to the hitter. It's just harder to look at a runner at second and then find your target back at home, too, to make a quality pitch.
See, and I always liked pitching without runners on, but unfortunately for me, that didn't happen that often.
I didn't know you pitched.
Yeah, I teed that one up for you. I did. Yep. Freshman year of high school was the last time I towed the rubber.
How'd it go?
1 inning pitch.
Not as well as it did today.
A lot of back foot sliders.
See, that's why I threw that back foot slider. I was worried about the last time. And my neck still hurts from that outing.
Who is it against, Jeff?
Ralston High.
Ooh.
Freshman year, JV team, 1 inning, 3 runs. Never saw the mound again.
J.D. Moffitt doing a nice job here, fouling off pitches, living to see another.
See, but what I felt like, they didn't give me no chance on the mound because it pulled me out of center field, right? We weren't as good defensively, so they,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. Not the 3 runs I gave it. That wasn't it.
That wasn't it at all.
No.
You threw too many strikes.
Right.
Like you were too good to pitch. So, hey, let's move to center field. Give somebody else a chance.
But I tell you what, I throw good BP. I find barrels.
Can't find a catcher's mitt from 40 feet, but...
Ripped back through the middle. Single by Moffitt. Here comes Vin Tiger. And Vin Tiger will score, and Millard West on the board.
Just a great at-bat by J.D. Moffitt. Working the count, working pitches, fouling stuff off until you got a pitch you can hit and put it right back up the middle, score a run.
Yeah, I gave you guys plenty of time to roast me, and then Moffitt comes through with the base hit. And I tell you what, I mean, it's a great job by Millard West manufacturing the run, taking advantage of the Lincoln East miscue. They took advantage of the error from the third baseman. They advanced 90 feet on a ball in the dirt, and he hit a base hit up the middle to score the run.
And again, that's a breaking ball. I think that's the right pitch if it's located down, if it's in the dirt. It's 1-2 count. There's no reason for it to be a strike. Just elevate it a little bit, just enough where you can put it back up the middle in the air.
So Mike Valdivia now at the plate. He struck out back in the first in his first at-bat. Lifts that out of play. 1-1 the count.
And in that first at-bat, we saw Mick attack Valdivia with fastballs, threw a few fastballs right by him. See if he goes with the same approach here.
He did, but just missed. That's hit foul, but well. And well foul.
If you're Lincoln East, you get out of this inning, give up 1 run, unearned run. Nothing really to worry about. You got to score to win anyways. Looks like Carter Mick's doing a good job of keeping his composure, just making pitches. Next hitter, next pitch.
Popped up into the air, but that is deep, and it's going back. And it's going to be extra bases. Around from first comes J.D. Moffitt on the triple from Mike Valdivia. And the Wildcats with 2 on the board here in the third.
Yeah, it's a big-time swing for Mike Valdivia. He got a pitch he could handle and drove it to deep left center field for the RBI triple. Is that a Cubs dance, or what do we got there? What?
I was waiting. I was just waiting for that. I was kind of hoping they didn't show the replay, but that was kind of the gist of it, not going to lie. I was more like side to side than forward to back like he was, but, you know. The kids are just having fun out there. Let them play the game.
So Caden Struck at the plate. Valdivia now at third after the triple. Third triple of the year for Valdivia. Fouls it off in the check swing.
Last 2 or 3 hitters, Carter Mick has been trying to go more inside.
Both of these runs unearned after the error that put Van Tiger on.
I'm wondering if he's trying to go in more to open up that slider. I think he wants to throw a slider more, but it's really not fooling him. It's not getting him to swing and miss because he hasn't sped up their bat yet.
So the first baseman, Caden Struck, 1-2. That's away, 2-2 now with 2 down. Caught him, hit by pitch. Runners at the corners with 2 down.
And if you're Lincoln East and Carter Mick, you just want to get yourself in the dugout right now, right? Important at bat, minimize the damage, and get yourself out of this inning.
Yep. Lefty Paul Shortage is up in the bullpen.
His pitch count isn't too high, but it's higher than he'd like. But again, like J.D. Moffitt, Millard West pitcher, put it together good at bat. Ended up getting an RBI off of it. Now we had another long at bat. Need to get your guys off the field if you can.
Aggressive swing there for Chance Roberts, who flew out to right field to lead off the second. Only loss of the year for Lincoln East came to Millard South, the Patriots. 2-0.
That way, boys.
Were they the Patriots when you were there?
Yes. I was at Millard South Indian and then switched over to the Patriots while I was my senior year.
Got it. Easy steal there for Struck, who took second. 2 balls, 2 strikes now, 2 in scoring position. Good 2-2 to Roberts. Lifts it out of play. It was in play, but not quite.
We're only giving up 2 runs so far. This has seemed like a very long half of an inning. I'm sure Carter Mick feels like he's been out there forever.
Roberts, the 7th batter of the inning. Hits that sharply to first. Nice play by Vasco. Flipped to first. In time for the out. Nice cover by Carter Mick. So that will end the inning, but not before the Wildcats strike first. 1 in, and then Valdivia with the RBI triple. 2 zips the score.
Imagine a future fueled by soy-based possibilities. A future where creativity and productivity. Live together under one roof. A future that takes you from point A to point B to point Z, all while ensuring brighter tomorrows for our next generation. A soy-based future? It's already here.
We come from different places.
To push past anyone standing in our way who say,
You're not good enough.
You can't afford this. We stare down the challenges and we tell them yes.
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 Yes, I can.
We come together with maverick spirit, with hope,
With determination.
with passion.
We build up our community. Somos familia.
Because our community is part of us.
And we are a part of something bigger than ourselves.
We share one goal: to change the course of our lives forever.
Back here in Papillion at Warner Park as we head to the bottom of the third inning. Wildcats 4 hits, 2 runs, and lead it 2-0 thanks to the 2-run third. Well, what a fantastic night it is. Great weather.
Weather's fantastic.
Hard hats are out. Got their lunch pails. Ready to work. Doing it right now on top 2-zip. J.D. Moffitt back out there for the third.
Talk momentum in baseball. Big opportunity here for Lincoln East, right, to answer. Millard West puts up the 2 spot in the top of 3. Got to try and have an answer if you're Lincoln East.
Yeah, I don't know what you teach, like, youth sports, whatever. We always try and teach our kids, like, just try and win the inning, right? Like, no matter what happens, don't look too far ahead. Like, just try and win the inning. Millard West so far 2 runs this top half. Lincoln East trying to win the inning. Get something here at least. Keep yourself in the ball game.
Larry, should we introduce him to base 2?
Yeah, base 2, absolutely.
Base 2. Brian, you should teach us a little, guys.
Okay.
Bounced out, 2 hopper, gathered in by Valdivia for the first out.
So it's an acronym.
Oh, nice. I like that.
Okay.
I was an English major.
Wouldn't know it.
Wouldn't know it. So base 2. So there's 5 things, right? Base is 4, and then the 2 is 5th. But the B is a big inning, which I think is more than 2 runs an inning.
Okay.
A is answer. So like another team scores, you answer, right? The S is score first.
Ooh, I like that.
The E is extend the lead. So you got a lead, you got to extend it.
Okay.
Second roller out to second base. Valdivia handles them both. 2 up, 2 down.
And then the 2 is 2 out runs.
Yeah, I like that.
And the stat is something like if you can do, what was it? If you can do 3 of the 5, right? If you can do 3 of the 5 in a game, you win at like a
80% rate.
I was going to say 90% rate, right? It's like a really high rate if you can do 3 of those 5 in a game. So again, and it gives you something again, like, so the first one you can do in the game, right, is score first, right? So first thing, it's like, all right, let's score first. And then even if they do or whatever, then now it's okay if they score. Now we've got to answer, right? You got to answer. Come back in the dugout, we got to answer. You got a lead, like you're trying to extend the lead, right? And then obviously you're trying to have big innings.
Popped into the air. We'll let Jeff Lisey finish that thought in the next inning. J.D. Moffitt has retired 8 in a row as we head to the 4th.
Phelps Memorial Health Center is now offering cardiology services on site in Holdridge. The cardiology team is able to address high blood pressure, shortness of breath, coronary artery disease, heart failure, and more. Treatments may include medication therapy, minimally invasive testing, and outpatient procedures that seek to improve overall health. Whether patients need a cardiologist or are looking for specialized services closer to home, Phelps Memorial Health Center is here for your healthcare needs.
Some jobs are hard work, long hours, busy days, late nights. But there's something in us that keeps us going when we know what we're doing is making a difference in someone's life. Because it's the hardest jobs that are the most important, and that pride you feel makes it more than worth the effort. NPPD, powering our state, empowering your life.
With Brian Dunsing and Jeff Lisey, I'm Larry Putney. Good to have you back here. Millard West with the 2-0 lead, joined now by Steve Fry, the coach of the Wildcats. What did you like about the timely hitting you got after the error last inning?
Well, JD's kind of done that the last half of the year, just gritty at bats, and that was just huge to foul off some pitches and then come up with a big base hit with a runner in scoring position.
Coach, obviously a lot of game left, but what's the mentality? What's the approach here against Carter Mick?
Well, we got to make sure that he's very experienced, and he's going to try and get us to swing out of the zone, and we just got to make sure that just like JD have some gritty at bats and just kind of make him throw some pitches.
Steve, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
You bet.
Steve Fry, the coach of the Wildcats, his team on top 2-0 as we head to the fourth. Tradition-rich program at Millard West. Steve Fry's been a coach for 14 years in high school, 6 at Elkhorn, and now his 8th season at Millard West. Was a pitching coach for a while before that at North Dakota.
I was unaware of that.
Still handles many of the pitching duties for the Wildcats. That is struck well. Deep left center field, going back. The dive, and Gaines can't get there. Sam Kidd with the stand-up double to open up the top of the fourth.
Yeah, Sam Kidd puts a charge into that one. Really good swing from Sam Kidd. We'll get a good look at it here with the side view. It stays compact and good extension through it. Really good balance to the swing. Drives it into left center field.
It's a great effort, too. Almost made a great catch.
Pitted Clokey into courtesy run for the catcher, Sam Kidd. So nobody out. Runner in scoring position already. Infield drawn in, popped up. Jeter Worthley can't catch up to it. Jackson Williams, there's Clokey. Williams at the plate. Squares again. Off the end of the bat, 0-2.
Yeah, that's what you don't see the steal of third with the bunt attempt very often. Sometimes you might have a hitter square around and then pull back, right?
Yep.
Make the catcher stay back, a little distraction for the catcher, but I wonder if somebody got crossed up there. I thought Bennett had third base stolen.
That's what I was going to say. I wonder if he should have pulled back and just let him have third.
Goes down swinging. Second strikeout of the game for Carter Mick.
It's a well-located fastball away, up and out. Just so hard to catch up to that pitch.
Yeah, I've always felt like up and away and down and in are two really difficult pitches to hit. And down and in, most hitters have a tendency to get over the top or around, and so they hit ground ball pull side on that down and in pitch. And then up and away, if you drop the barrel at all and you don't stay on top of it, you pop it up and oppo, right? So I feel like there are two locations as a hitter. You have to be really pure with the swing. The plane has to be good, because any error, and you're not able to hit those well.
Right, correct. And then usually as a hitter, a tendency, if you're late, if you notice you're late, like a split second, the first thing you try and do is you dip your shoulder to try and somehow get your hands there. Just makes it a lot easier if you can locate that from a pitching standpoint.
Jake Blackman fouls that back. Behind in the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Just inside, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, didn't miss by much. I think Blackman actually was a little bit closer to the plate on that pitch. Good 2-strike adjustment, getting on the dish a little bit, but pitch almost hits him, but almost strike 3 as well.
Brian, you had elbow issues, right?
Yeah, I did, yes, in college. I tore my UCL my sophomore year, rehabbed it, hurt it again 1 year to the day, my junior year. So then I had surgery over spring break. And then started game 4 of a 5-game series in Hawaii Hilo my senior year. It was good to go from there on. And then I finally had those bone chips. From surgery, everyone always gets bone chips. Mine finally got lodged in 2016 when I was with Baltimore.
Pitch is up and in, full count.
So 12 years later is when they finally got lodged.
Jeff, do you ever had shoulder problems at all?
I did.
Really?
Did, yep. Tore my right shoulder diving into a base in college, and then left shoulder just throwing.
First pitches, or?
I might have one. But, Brian, did you have a shoulder injury recently, Brian?
Nope.
He didn't. He had never had shoulder. You just heard him say he'd never had shoulder trouble at all until, of course, he went to Dave & Buster's.
Yeah.
And he decided he was going to show off, right?
Yep.
Why don't you tell that story?
I had to impress my 10-year-old kid.
Right.
It was his birthday. He just turned 10, went to Dave & Buster's. They have this stupid game. You have 3 balls, and, you know, it measures your accuracy along with your velocity.
Right.
And then the center is like times 32 of your velocity.
Good pitch, but left up.
And so I told my son Boston, I was like, hey, I'm winning this thing.
So show us how
I mean, I let it go, right? And everything's fine until like the next day. And since then, like it hurts. If I hold my arm like this, it kills. I'm pretty sure I have rotator cuff like tear or something. Thanks a lot, Dave & Buster's. But I did get it. I did get the jackpot. It was like 1,500 tickets.
Wow.
Like, I mean,
would you win like a Nerf football or something?
No, I'm pretty sure it was like a Pez.
It was worth,
you know,
it was worth every bit of it.
Like a Tootsie Roll or something. I don't know. It still hurts to this day. That was the end of March. So probably should go to Ortho, Nebraska.
Meanwhile, Jake Blackman, I mean, that was a heck of an at-bat.
Yeah.
Right? Getting behind in the count, working the at-bat, fouling off some pitches.
Chases Carter Mick.
I think that's kind of been like the MO of Millard West just tonight in general. Just gritty at-bats, getting the pitch count up, and then not only having long at-bats and just getting the pitch count up, but they're winning those at-bats. And when you have long at-bats as a pitcher and you're losing them as well, like it's just kind of demoralizing and everything kind of starts to fall apart sooner.
So Carter Mick's evening is done. Paul Shortage, who was one of the heroes last year for Lincoln East, came down and shut down the Wildcats, is now into the game. And while he warms up, why don't we take a look at some of the pitches from earlier tonight? As many of you may know, we had ceremonial first pitches at all of the games.
I'm glad we're showing that one.
Yeah,
that's the.
You know what? He left right away.
Johnny
Rightfully
Dorn.
so.
This is Jeff Lizey.
Jeez, Louise, that's terrible.
I short armed that back.
He almost fell over.
Cow.
What was that?
All right, and here's Brian Dunsing.
I mean, piece of cake. No big deal, guys.
That was money. I think that split the plate.
I think it did too.
Yeah.
The guy, Jeter, he even said like, that's the best pitch I've ever caught. That's what he said.
Is that what, really?
No. He should have. But that's what I was thinking. That's the best pitch you can ever catch.
Right. Yeah. It was impressive.
Yeah, I was really nervous.
What did you think? What do you think of Jeff's was?
Really off balance, super tight. I mean, you can
Yeah.
definitely tell he had shoulder issues. You know,
Yeah.
because there was zero like limber. It was all
I mean,
tight.
just kind of, just right in
and
here.
then you almost
right?
fell over, and then you kind of rolled it over. And I
Right.
don't know. It's like the first time you threw a baseball left-handed or something.
Maybe I'm right-handed.
Oh my goodness, dude! You should start over. See what happens. Oh gosh. Oh, athletes.
Oh, it's fun to be here in the booth with Brian Dunsing, Jeff Lizey, former Husker standouts. The stories I've heard off air tonight, they've been more fun than the ones on air.
And we haven't even told you the good stuff.
Here's Paul Shortridge. He's out for the East Spartans. 12th appearance. His record sparkling 9-0, 1.55 ERA. His Strikeout to walk ratio outstanding. And he's one of those you would call a crafty lefty, right?
He's definitely crafty. He's not going to really overpower you. He's going to be 75, 78, maybe 80 miles an hour with the fastball. Well, it's going to spin a lot of stuff, throw some change-ups. It's going to be trying to get the hitters on their front foot as often as he can.
So back to the top of the order, and trouble for East with runners in scoring position. Runners at first and second. Here is Lewis, and Lewis lifts that high into the air. Sinstock ranges over to make the play for out number 2. Good first pitch by Shortridge.
Really appreciate that footage. I'm just getting blown up now on text message.
I mean,
really. Well deserved. Well deserved.
I just feel like that might be the last time they do that for ceremonial first pitches. Thanks a lot, guys. You ruined it for everybody. My dad always said 5% of people ruin it for everyone. Good job.
Check swing out of play. Vin Tiger's 1 for 2. He singled back in the first. Reached via the error in the third and would score the first run of the game for the Wildcats.
Lincoln East with a really good opportunity here to stop momentum, get it back in their favor, then get out of this inning without giving up any runs. Get themselves back in the dugout and see if they can't string something together.
Bennett Clokey, the courtesy runner, is at second after Sam Kidd had the double to lead off this inning. Jake Blackman walked. Here is Vin Tiger. You guys saw, but the Huskers won earlier today. Their game is complete. Now they're just looking for Purdue to help them out. Get a chance to win a Big Ten title with a win tomorrow. That would put Nebraska in that Tuesday night slot at the Big Ten Conference Tournament in Omaha. You imagine what that would be like? 8 o'clock or 6 o'clock at night in Omaha. Huskers prime time. Opening up the Big Ten Tournament. Be a fun environment.
That'd be a great environment, especially if it's weather like this. Night like this.
Pelled off straight back. Do you have that game, Jeff? Tuesday night?
I have the Tuesday morning game.
Got it.
Tuesday morning.
I was not asked back.
Well, here's the good news. You'll be asked back for a ceremonial first pitch.
Yeah.
Because that went well.
That's the only chance I got.
Yeah. Ball in the dirt, and both runners advance. So now 2 in scoring position. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Vin Tiger at the plate. Change up, had him out in front. Sinstock bobbles, throws, safe, run scores. That'll go as an E6. And for now, an unearned run.
Yeah, and Sinstock, he just kind of alligator armed it a little bit, right? Didn't quite get extended with the glove arm. And then off the end of the glove, and Ben Tiger doing a nice job hustling down the line, beating it out.
So runners at the corners, still 2 down.
Is that 3 unearned runs? Are all those unearned?
They are.
That's frustrating for Lincoln East. obviously. You know,
yeah,
they're not happy about it, but
yeah, because Vin Tiger reached by an error with 2 outs. He would later score. J.D. Moffitt behind him would score. So both of those unearned in the third. That one right there, you had the leadoff double, a strikeout, a walk. The throwing error there would have been out of the inning, so that is unearned as well.
And Ben Tiger, a part of both innings on balls in the infield.
Great point.
That he was able to beat out on the Lincoln East miscues.
It's a great point, Jeff. Not everybody beats those out, even with the slight bobble. So J.D. Moffitt and his .324 batting average, 3-hole hitter at the plate.
Millard West pitcher right here trying to do some damage at the plate again. Take advantage, like you said, Jeff, of the Lincoln East miscues.
Rolls that out to short again. This time charged by Sinstock and in time to get the out. Wildcats add another one, though, in the top of the 4th. They're feeling good. The Millard West Wildcats are on top, 3-0. Loving it today.
Rotella's Italian Bakery, family owned and operated since 1921. Rotella's Italian Bakery, dedicated to putting care into each product as though serving it at their own family table and to blending modern production with old world technique. The Rotella family has passed down their craft from generation to generation. Rotella's Italian Bakery, a century of pride in every slice.
It may be small, but this little bean fuels power. It powers a food industry as a source of protein. It's a fuel that powers diesel engines while reducing emissions. It powers a state economy and bottom lines. And it powers the rest of the world as a Nebraska export. Yeah, it may be small, but we're finding more ways for this little bean to power Nebraska.
Along with Brian Dunzing and Jeff Lisey, I'm Larry Putney. Welcome back to Warner Park. We are joined now by the coach of the Lincoln East Spartans, Michael Lonick. Coach, uncharacteristically 3 unearned runs. What do you guys have to do to get back into this?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're just feeling the nerves a little bit. And, you know, Millard West is a super experienced old team. And right now they're just handling it a little bit better than us. But we'll be all right. We're making some pitches. They're making some swings. I mean, we made some great defensive plays to keep it where it is. But, yeah, we blinked a couple times, and now we got to fight back.
Coach, you've done a great job building this program at Lincoln East. Talk about the group you have, the leadership, and just how things have been built at Lincoln East.
Well, I mean, it's just a player-ran program, Jeff, and our kids do such a good job. Jeter and AJ and Garrett and Paul and all of them are just warriors for us, and they do whatever it takes to win, and they're going to leave it all on the field like they always do. So I love being their coach, that's for sure.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
So we head to the bottom of the 4th, down 3-0. Kai Berkey will try to start it off and get something going here for the Spartans. Berkey reached back in the 1st. J.D. Moffitt still out there on the mound for the Wildcats. Called strike outside corner. Kai Berkey hitting .375 on the year. Has 2 doubles and 1 home run. Shoots that into right. Chance Roberts in to make the play. 1 out.
Really good piece of hitting. Just right at somebody, obviously. So pitcher's best friend. Sometimes you make a pitch and the hitter puts a good swing on it, but there's not much you can do about that as a hitter.
And so far, how about the job that J.D. Moffitt's doing against this Millard West, or I'm sorry, against this Lincoln East lineup?
Been terrific.
Doing a great job of just mixing it up, pitching elevated fastballs, working down in the zone. Just it's hard as a hitter to like have to adjust everything. We talked about the first couple games, like a hitter trying to be able to eliminate something that a pitcher has, and so far he hasn't shown them anything that they can't eliminate yet.
2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. 3-0 Wildcats with the lead. Here in the bottom of the 4th, 1 out already. A.J. Vasco, one of the best in the state, rips that right back through the middle. The 480 hitter gives the Spartans a runner with 1 out. That is the first hit of the game for the Spartans.
And hit sharply. A.J. Vasco, one of the best hitters in high school baseball, and it's a pitch he can handle, doing a nice job driving it up the middle.
Whoo!
That was close. Those are scary.
Moffitt thought so too. He got the whoo. Not far behind in terms of hitting prowess is Garrett Springer, who's at the plate now. Springer hitting .436. He too has 8 home runs, 9 doubles on the year. He popped up to right his first time at the plate.
Just this Lincoln East offense only's got 1 guy hitting under 300.
It's amazing.
That's just insane. It's no wonder why they've only lost 1 time.
Right. And 3 guys hitting above .435.
Well, I know when we talked with Coach Lonick yesterday about this group, and he said that last year some probably felt it was a year early, right, and felt like this year would be the team. Well, they win state maybe a year earlier than expected, but in doing so, it put the bullseye and the target right on their back all season long. So a little bit of a different club and group as far as the expectations and pressure, and obviously you got to love how Lincoln East has handled that. I mean, just a tremendous season.
Draws the walk, so Springer is aboard.
Yeah, it's not easy playing with a target on your back. You're getting everyone's best no matter what. Not that anyone ever, like, you know, quote unquote sloughs off, but every single team wants to beat you because you're the, you know, reigning state champion and for the most part haven't lost all year.
And so in doing so, teams will even set up their pitching, right? They're going to throw their ace against you, and it's not. You go to college baseball, for example, and you know every weekend you're going Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You're getting each team's number 1 on Friday, they're number 2 on Saturday. Well, high school baseball, it's a variable schedule, right? So
yeah,
you could every night out be facing a team's number 1 arm every single night out.
Sure.
And when you've got that bullseye on your back, that's what happens, right? Teams aren't throwing their number 3, number 4, number 5 arm at you. You're getting their best shot every night out. You have to be ready to play, and Lincoln East has answered the bell every time out.
So another gathering at the mound here to talk it over with J.D. Moffitt. Just now, activity in the pen. Ben Sturbins is up. The senior, who has a 1.75 ERA.
Just another good arm Millard West has in the bullpen. And this meeting right here, just 1, to give him time to warm up, obviously, but 2, like, let's just give him a breather. Yeah. Again, like, 1 pitch away. 1 pitch away from getting yourself out of this inning and getting back into the dugout. If you're Lincoln East, Jeff, like, you're trying to just keep the line moving. Got to scratch something across here this inning.
No doubt. I mean, it feels like an inning that Lincoln East has to put something on the board.
Troy Peltz in the 5-hole, hitting .329. Holds off on that one and takes it for a strike. Peltz, 3 doubles, 3 home runs. He's 0 for 1. Flew out to center field back in the 2nd inning. 1 out, runners at 1st and 2nd for the Spartans. like that you asked Coach Lonick, Jeff, about the culture of this East program. And he gives so much credit to the players, and he says it's easy to have culture when you have guys like Worthley and Avasco's never shown up late for a weightlifting, never missed a weightlifting session. So it's easy to have culture when you have guys like that. But he's the one who changed things when he came to Lincoln East, right? When Lonick came there, all of a sudden, that's when he started holding people accountable, painted a vision for what the program could be, and they won a state title. And drawing the walk there is Peltz.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he did change the program, like you said. He changed the culture, the mindset, everything about it. And it's not like he took over a program in a school with a winning tradition or while they were on top, right? I mean, he had to build them up, and the job he's done at Lincoln East has been impressive. And like he said, he is quick to give the players credit and praise. It's absolutely a player-led team, and they've done a fantastic job.
So it looks like Millard West will go to the bullpen with the bases loaded. A single by Avasco got it started. Springer and Peltz walk. Lessig and Sinstock due up. Not a bad outing for J.D. Moffitt. Held him at bay for 3 1/3. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we come back here in Omaha.
Live streaming for the NSAA championships are also available at the Nebraska Public Media website and on the free Nebraska Public Media app.
Car's not just a car, it's a time capsule full of memories, adventures, and unbelievable stories. Letting go of a car you love is difficult, but knowing it will support a cause you believe in makes it much easier. Donate your car to public television. Call or go online.
Attention trivia enthusiasts. Nebraska Public Media is taking the fun on the road this June. Join us in Kearney Friday, June 7th for an engaging music trivia night hosted by your favorite radio announcer, Genevieve Randall. Come down to McHugh's Nebraska Tap Room at 6 p.m. It's free, it's fun, and it's your chance to showcase your trivia skills. Nebraska Public Media's Music Trivia Night in Kearney, where knowledge and fun meet. This is a free event and open to the public. For more details, visit nebraskapublicmedia.org/on-the-road.
Back here at Warner Park, just outside of Omaha, Papillion. Great night for baseball. Between the two top teams in the state, everybody thought this is how it would end this year, would be these two teams playing for a title. Unless you're Brian Dunsing, you thought maybe your Millard South team would get here.
I was pulling for him a little bit, not going to lie.
How about your prep team? Lizzie, do you think they had a chance to get here?
They're always in the mix. You know, and, I mean, you get to state and anything can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
These are all good teams, a lot of talent. I mean, we talked about some of the talent in the Lincoln area. Omaha has a lot of talent as well, and baseball in general, through the youth ranks, is really good in the state of Nebraska. And you see a lot of teams from this area compete on a regional and on a national stage, and so there's absolutely good baseball here.
I didn't think my Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln team would get here, so I know you guys were wondering, so I thought I'd throw that out.
Isn't it Iowa?
Yeah, Council Bluffs. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I said I didn't think they'd.
Yeah, I was just make sure. Like, I was double checking. That's all I was doing. Just double checking. Kind of for myself more than anything, but just double checking.
Dele Odolade is in to run at second base. Dele Odolade, just a sophomore.
It's a fun name to say, isn't it?
Dele Odolade.
Ben Sturbin's on the mound for Millard West here. Can give more innings if need be, Coach Fry said, but works quick, can hold runners, got a good slider, sharp.
Big moment here in this game. Owen Lessig at the plate. Lessig flew out to left field in the second. You're hitting .311 on the year. Swings through 1-1. Lessig holds off.
These are always tough situations for pitchers. You have no room to put anybody. You have really no time to get your feel out there.
Three balls, one strike to Owen Lessig. One down. Lifts that out of play.
And like you said, Brian, man, that's a tough situation for a pitcher to come in. 3-1 pitch is a really good pitch there. So you make a mistake 3-1, and all of a sudden we're looking at a different ball game. But that's a well-located fastball on the 3-1 pitch.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out to Lessig. Walked him, and a run is walked in. 3 straight walks in this inning by Wildcat pitching. Vasco had started out with a single and 3 straight walks, and now it's a 3-1 game. Bases still loaded for Joey Sinstock. Sinstock hitting .386 on the year. He was the hero last year, drove in the game-winning run. Called strike.
It was an interesting pitch, too. A full count, breaking ball, outside. With no place to put him, you gotta be really sharp with that pitch. Probably thinking he's gonna swing and miss, but started out and also stayed out. So it's
strike 2. 2 big pitches here for Sturbans. Single here could tie it. Peltz is at second. Odolade's at third. Shoots that down the line to right. It's going to find the stands.
The right fielder's not even ready yet. Oh, there we go.
Here is Joey Sinstock, committed to Nebraska before his freshman year at Lincoln East. Looking for a big hit. No balls, 2 strikes.
It can be a tough situation as a hitter, right? When you have runners in scoring position and 2 strikes, less than 2 outs, you're trying to put a ball in play. But when the bases are loaded, right, you want to stay out of the double play and end the inning as well. So still looking for a pitch he can get a base hit on. And if it's a tough pitch, you're just fighting it off.
Just off the outside corner. Pretty good pitch there by Sturbans. It was off the plate.
That's a tough pitch to lay off of, too, as a hitter. But, I mean, that tells you, though, too, if you can lay off that pitch, I feel like that's where he's been living, outside, outside, outside. So mix it a fastball in.
Swings through and got the strikeout. Big pitch for Sturbans.
Or just make a better off-speed pitch outside. That, too, works. It's a great pitch.
Looked like a fastball away, just kept tailing and swung through it. So that'll bring up the lefty, Mason Gaines. And now with the runners going on contact, big moment here in the bottom of the 4th.
Yes, it is, Larry. I mean, a base hit from Lincoln East going to tie this game. On the flip side for Millard West, if you can get out of this inning only giving up the 1 run, that's a massive win for Millard West. to walk 3 in the inning, give up a base hit as well, and they get out of this with just the 1 run.
Off the end of the bat, roll around to Vin Tyker. It's loose in the infield, and that's going to score a run. Sturbins and Vin Tyker got caught up.
I think he threw the ball off of
hit him, I believe. I think you're right.
That might have actually saved a run because that ball is thrown away. That's another run that came in. So
it's a great call, Brian. Man, it is. It's a tough play. A little swinging bunt.
I think he threw it off his chest.
I think it hit him, yeah. So it'll go down as a single for Mason Gaines. Springer will score. Base is still loaded. Now bottom of the order. And it looks like we may have a pinch hitter. Pinch hitter here is Carter McPeak. You see Jeter Worthley having a conversation with him.
And that's where the walks this inning just kill you, right? You give up the 3 walks, another look at it, and trying to make the play, he slips. And
I think that saves a run.
I think you're right,
I really
Brian.
do.
And potentially 2, right? Because if that goes down the line in right field, we might see a couple runs score.
So base is still loaded with 2 outs. Called strike. McPeak Jr. hitting .417 on the year. 47 plate appearances. 13 RBI, 2 doubles and a homer. Hits that sharply. Good backhand by Vin Tyger. Touches third and ends the threat. But in the bottom half of the 4th, the Spartans get 2 more. It's 3-2 as we head to the top of 5.
These are Nebraska corn farmers. They work in acres, not hours. Over 9 million acres to be exact. Harvesting the energy and climate solutions the world needs. Year after year. Year after year. We are proud to stand with you.
At Teammates, our mission is to positively impact the world by inspiring students to reach their full potential through mentoring. Since 1991, Teammates has served more than 47,000 students across the Midwest. Today, we have a growing list of students waiting to be mentored. Mentors come from all walks of life. To be a mentor, all you have to do is be there. Find more information about how to become a mentor at teammates.org.
Two runs in the bottom of the 4th for the Spartans has made it a 3-2 game as we get set for the 5th inning here in this Class A state championship game. Along with Jeff Lisey, Brian Dunzing, I'm Larry Putney. It's great to have you with us here on Nebraska Public Media as we bring you these state high school championship baseball games for the 2nd year in a row. Thrilled to be doing it.
This is so much fun. Yeah. I mean, we've been absolutely blessed with
great games.
Great games.
You know, I know the last game was 12-7 final, but still, you know, that game was won in the bottom of the 6th inning, the last at bat.
Yeah.
You know, for Norris.
Yeah, they put up 5 in the last inning?
5
right?
runs in their last at bat.
Yeah.
So if you go back over the last 2 years, the 5 games we've televised have all been won late in the last at bat, maybe even the last play of the game.
And I think they scored 5 runs with 2 outs. I think there was 2 outs when they put across the last however many runs. I could be wrong.
No, you might be right. That is hit well into left. Great grab by Peltz on a hard hit ball by Valdeva.
I got nervous with that swing, guys. I thought that was going to be our first homer of the day.
Yeah, and if you're just tuning in now, Brian has made a pact with us, with the viewer, that
I would say promise. He made a promise.
If there's a home run hit today, he will do a Cubs dance on air.
Right.
He did in the bullpen.
He said that.
I've already showed you what it is.
We can probably go back and even pull up the moment on air when he said it. We could replay it for everybody if we really need to, but we'll just trust that you'll honor your word.
It looked like what? Who was it did at third base? That's what it looked like.
Valdivia, the guy that just hit that, just hit that ball to left, he was the one that did the celebration on
That's
third.
what it looked like.
That would have been perfect. Like, that would have been so fitting for him to hit the home run there and then you to do the dance.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I have a feeling my kids are at home watching the game right now.
You got to tell that story again, though. You were
This is me.
You were going to do this.
That's me in the bullpen dugout, but I'm more side to side and like.
So let's just see it.
Actually, I was going some distance. He was more front to back. I was like side to side.
I'm standing in the booth. You get up here. There's no cameras in here. Just
nah, hard pass.
I found it fascinating that you were actually in Chicago when that whole dance thing started.
I wasn't joking. I myself and one other guy pretty much started it by calling a home run and got so excited you kind of started dancing, not thinking much about it.
Yeah.
But there's cameras everywhere.
Sure. It goes off the end. Jeter Worthley up with it in time for the out.
Not in this booth, though. There's no cameras.
No, apparently not. No. But what happened was we did it a few times. Well, then we made it a rule where if you call a homer as a bullpen pitcher and the guy hits it at that at bat, you just get up and do a dance. Well, we get a phone call from Joe Madden. Phone rings, so everyone actually gets really nervous because they think someone's got to get warm to go in the game. And Madden calls down and says, "Hey, we love that down here. We can see it on our camera. So you guys just keep doing it." The next inning, someone calls a homer. We're dancing. Next thing you know, the security guards they're laughing.
Off the fist, back goes Sinstock to make the grab. We'll have to hear more about how Brian Dunsing started the dancing craze in the bullpen for the Chicago Cubs when we come back. We head to the bottom half. 3-2 Wildcats.
The way we use electricity has changed a lot over the years. What hasn't changed is our commitment to make sure it's there the moment you need it. Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us.
We come from different places.
To push past anyone standing in our way who say,
"You're not good enough.
You can't afford this." We stare down the challenges
and we tell them yes.
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 Yes, I can.
We come together with maverick spirit.
With hope.
With determination.
With passion.
We build up our community.
Somos familia.
Because our community is part of us.
And we are a part of something bigger than ourselves.
We share one goal. To change the course of our lives forever.
3-2 in the bottom of the fifth here in the Class A state championship. Wildcats opened up the 3-0 lead. The Spartans answered in the bottom of the fourth. Both teams are into the bullpen. Well, spring is here, and so is Backyard Farmer. Our Nebraska Extension specialists are here to guide you. Oh, that music. I love it. Offering their expert insights from beginners to green thumb veterans. Learn the secrets to keeping your lawn and garden pristine. Watch Backyard Farmer every Thursday night, 7 Central on Nebraska Public Media. Look at that. That's what my lawn looks like right there, guys.
Remember last year we talked about this? I have a decent garden in my yard.
You have a garden?
Yeah, I got 9 raised garden beds I built myself.
9.
I got 2 apple trees, a peach tree. Yeah, and I was waiting to hear back from them about some soil issues I was having.
Did you take your soil sample and send it in?
No. That what? No. Oh, dirt. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. I didn't take my dirt in to see. Oh boy. Okay. Here's ball 1 in the dirt. Oh, in the soil. Ball 1 in the soil. Backyard farm.
Yes.
We're losing it.
Burying balls in the soil.
Pitches away to Jeter Worthley.
Keep it together, Larry.
Called strike. Worthley thought he had himself a walk.
This is a good opportunity for Lincoln East here to get back in this ball game. I mean, they're in the ball game. It's obviously a one-run game, but we're talking about the base 2 thing you were talking about. They answered. Now if they can score this inning, maybe extend the lead if they can get it.
It's a great point, Brian.
Thanks.
Worthley is 0 for 1, a walk, and flew out. Fouled that one off. Sam Kidd shakes it off behind the plate.
Jeter Worthley. Go ahead.
Whoa, Jeter Worthley.
We were just going to say the same thing.
I think so.
I'll let you say it.
Well, I was going to say he's going to Michigan.
Okay. And? Younger brother of?
Jalen Worthy at Nebraska.
That's right. Swings through. Struck it one.
Just 2 pros thinking the same thing,
It's interesting. A lot of folks thought maybe Worthley might, look around after the coach he committed to left Michigan, but he really likes Ann Arbor, likes the school, likes everything about it. He's kind of a Michigan guy.
Yeah, the University of Michigan, they've had a good baseball program the last several years. Like you said, Eric Bakich left, but still the program's in good shape. They're in good hands and playing good baseball this year. Obviously a fantastic school, campus, college experience, everything about it.
Bakich went to Clemson, right?
I think Clemson, and they're in the top 5 in the country in college baseball.
Called strike. Sturban's in there dealing 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out.
One thing you got to be careful with if you're Lincoln East is letting Sturban's get into a rhythm. He likes to work quickly. He's competitive. He's going to come right at you. So if you have a pitcher that comes right at you and works quick and is in rhythm and things aren't going your way, it's tough. It's tough as a hitter. So you got to do things like this where you call time, trying to ruin his rhythm a little bit, his timing.
Foul ball, just foul. Maybe by a few inches.
Yeah.
Just foul.
I'll tell you what, I appreciate Brandon Dislodge on the first base umpire taking his time to make the call. Like he saw it, thought about it, then made the call. Got it right.
Lifted into right. Roberts makes the play. 2 down. We've really had some terrific officiating all of these championship games. The crews have done a great job.
Yeah, they've done a good job. Really no issues with anything, no arguments, no. Had to make one tough call with the attempt to go to second.
Right.
Late in the game there.
The umpires have been awesome. The venue's been awesome. We had Marty Cordero up here earlier. Warner Park, just a beautiful park. Great venue for this. Nebraska Public Media, our camera crew, right? It's been just a tremendous day all the way around. I think everybody would say outside of the broadcasters in the booth, it's been an A-plus performance all the way around.
You'll get no argument here.
Nope. This has been a great night. We've had some great weather. You know, this time of year, you always worry about rain.
Knocked down by Valdivia, but can't make the play. And it's another hit for A.J. Vasco. Vasco is 2 for 3 now on the night. And he got the last rally started.
Got the last rally started with a base hit up the middle. Does it again here. There's well hit ball up the middle. Valdivia almost robs him of the base hit. Great effort. Going up the middle to get it, and the ball just got away from him on the full extension dive.
So that brings up Garrett Springer. He hits that through the right side. And with 2 down, the Spartans now with back-to-back hits.
Yeah, and Springer doing a nice job just utilizing that hole on the right side of the infield. The first baseman holding the runner. Springer had the big hole, and he just hit it through it.
So to the plate comes the lefty, Troy Pells. Pells flew out to center and walked. That walked, kept the rally alive back in the 4th, in which they scored 2 runs. Opportunity now with the runner in scoring position. Ball 1.
Yeah, for Peltz, this is a big opportunity. I mean, you look at close games. How do you hit with 2 outs? How do you hit with runners in scoring position? Those are oftentimes the differences in these games. He gets the opportunity with both right here.
It's a really healthy cut right there, too.
2-1.
Both sides have been putting together some really good at-bats. We've been talking a lot about how good the pitching's been all weekend or all day, I guess. But some of these at-bats have been fantastic. Spitting on some pitches that are close, hitting balls where they're pitched, not trying to do too much here and there. Big hits when you need it, 2-out hits.
About the only thing we're lacking is a home run. Getting back to that, right? Wouldn't that be neat?
Oh, yeah.
Called strike.
To finish that story, we were dancing after a home run, and the security guards come back in. They're all laughing, and so we thought they were just had their eye on some guy that was dancing. And like, who are you laughing at? He's like, oh, you guys are all up on the big screen. Well, they got a hold of it, and they started turning on the bullpen camera for the giant big screen, and then it just kind of took off.
That's hit sharply to the right side. Valdivia over to make the play, and in the threat in the bottom of the 5th. We head to the 6th here in Omaha. Wildcats clinging to the 1-run lead.
Finding your story starts at a place where possibilities align with potential. Chadron State College, where adventures lead to accomplishments, where opportunities connect to engagement. With a wide range of undergraduate and graduate programs, plus thousands of friends, CSC has everything you need to find your story. To get started and schedule your visit, csc.edu.
Sudden cardiac arrest is the #1 cause of death in students involved in activities. 7,000 adolescents lose their life annually due to sudden cardiac arrest.
If defibrillation through an AED is administered within the first 3 minutes, survival rates increase to 74%. If an AED is used within the first minute, the survival rate rises to 90%.
For every minute that passes without defibrillation, survival rates decrease by 7 to 10%. Are you and your school prepared?
3-2, top of the 6th here at Warner Park. Wildcats got out to the lead, scoring 2 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th. They led it 3-0 before the Spartans answered in the bottom half of the 4th. And that's where we're at. Shortridge did a nice job in the 5th, put them down in order, 1, 2, 3, for just the 2nd time tonight.
He's been doing a great job. Like you said, he came in
last year.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, last year was unbelievable. Well, I think 3 or 4 innings he went relief into extra innings.
Into extras, yeah.
And again, he doesn't have overpowering stuff, but he comes right at you, says, "Here it is, hit it." I'll move it around a little bit. It's got late movement, even for the velocity he has, and it's really hard for hitters to.
That is hit well, high into the air, but not deep. Peltz is there for the out. I thought that was a little deeper than that. Off
You
the
guys
bat.
are just wanting it too badly. That's the only issue. Not happening. Sorry, I'm not dancing.
They're ready for you. They're ready for you.
Oh God.
The people want it.
Yeah. Does this thing record? Because I'm just gonna do it when you guys aren't looking.
Yes,
Yeah.
it records.
No, it doesn't record, Larry. We'll turn around.
Like I was saying, I don't want to do it. My kids are at home now. I know that my oldest daughter plays for some select softball, 11 under Nebraska Thunder Bales. Won a big game tonight, first game of the tournament. So I know they're at home watching, and I'm not going to embarrass myself in front of my family and, more importantly, the other 11-year-old girls that I
tens of fans.
Yes, my tens of fans, all 6 of them.
Brian, you've got some work to do. That is your job and responsibility as a father.
Is to embarrass. Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not scared. I'll embarrass them in a different way.
Got it. Okay.
I'll be honest. I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed. I mean,
doesn't surprise me.
You did it at Wrigley Field in front of millions.
That's hit sharply into left.
He's also getting paid way more. Oh no!
Look out! Ball comes into the infield. Going for third. Here comes the throw to third. Wow! Great hustle. Jackson Williams. There's his speed. The single turned into a 3-bagger on a 2-base error.
It's an untimely error there by Lincoln East.
Yeah, that's what speed do. Isn't that what the Royals used to say? That's what speed do. Ball off the end of the bat. Does a nice job staying through it, getting enough of it to get into the outfield. And then once the ball gets away, Jackson Williams can absolutely fly. You'll get a good look at it here. I think it just ricocheted a little bit.
I couldn't tell if it ricocheted, and then the second baseman just was like he was blocked or what.
But then at that point, it's kind of in no man's land. The ball goes between first base and home plate, and Jackson Williams, he can move. Once that ball gets away, he's thinking third all the way.
Really good heads-up base running.
So 1 out, runner at third. Infield drawn in for the Spartans. Everyone's in on the grass, or close to it. Called strike to Jake Blackman.
You were talking good ABs earlier, Brian. Blackman had a good AB his last time up and drawing a walk.
Called strike, an outside corner, good pitch. He did. It extended that inning, ended up leading the run for Sam Kidd.
They've been putting together a lot of good ABs. Even that pitch, it was called a strike. You're down 0-2, but you can't do much of that pitch anyways. As a hitter, you want to take that, try and get yourself a better pitch to hit.
Jake Blackman from the 9-hole, but hitting .365 on the year. He's 0 for 1, flew out to center and walked. Williams is at third with 1 out. Worthley wanted that one.
I think so did the entire Lincoln East dugout.
You could tell the bench was asking where was it, and Worthley said it was right there. I don't know.
Yeah. I thought it was in. I think it was a little far in. I could be wrong.
The 2-2 now to Blackman.
We talked how Blackman had a good AB his last time up. Here it is again with 2 strikes, getting himself to a full count.
Ball 4.
Yeah, like you said, like that's a great AB. Great AB.
Great AB, and look who that brings to the plate. Now you turn the lineup over, and up comes Tyson Lewis with runners on first and third, and
they're going to put him on?
I don't think so. I think they're doing an offensive timeout. Is that a thing, an offensive timeout in baseball?
They are taking a timeout.
But it's a good opportunity to talk. I mean, Tyson Lewis, again, this could be a first-round draft pick in the upcoming draft. Big-time talent, unreal. I mean, he's got really good bat speed, hits it all over the field. He can fly. You know, talking to Coach Steve Fry about him and comparing him to some greats. I mean, he's had Cole Stobie, who was a high draft pick out of high school.
Right.
Max Anderson, who went to Nebraska and ends up being a high draft pick. And said Lewis is more toolsy, right? He's more electric than those two. He takes extra bases.
So what do you think they were talking about, Jeff? Like, what is that meaning? Like, are they trying to put something together here? Are they just talking about, are they going to send a runner here?
It's a good question.
That is hit high into the air. Back goes Lessing. He's underneath it and makes the grab. And tagging from third, in comes Jackson Williams. And it is a 2-run game.
And Lewis will take the sac fly, but he just missed the 3-run homer there. I mean, he got under that just a touch, but a good swing from Tyson Lewis. Puts a charge into it.
I'm wondering if they were going over tendencies Sturbins has against lefties and telling him what the highest percentage pitch he might see and have him ambush.
Yeah. You know, and I wanted to talk with Lewis. Just a family of athletes. Tyson Lewis, right?
Yeah, right.
I mean, Dad played baseball at Creighton and then professionally.
Hit it to left by Vin Tiger. Rounding second. Jake Blackman into third. And it is a double for Nick Vin Tiger.
And Tiger's having himself a day.
He has been on board, on base, all 4 of his at-bats.
Just a changeup right there. Just didn't get it where he wanted it. Just a little up, a little elevated. He's able to get the bat on it right there.
And it's so important for hitters to stay on plane and stay through the ball. You see the extension through that. He's out in front of the changeup. But like you said, Brian, because it's up just a little bit, that extension through it allows him to get enough of it to drive it into left field, get himself a double. Going back to our base 2, Millard West has extended the lead this inning. Now looking to make it a big inning for themselves.
And they're 1 hit away from doing that. Crooked number, right? That's the big inning. Crooked number.
Yep. But to put a bow on the Lewis family, Hayden Lewis is at Nebraska right now playing baseball. Peyton, his dad, played baseball at Creighton. So baseball family.
Yeah.
Sister Jade is at UTAN, won a C2 championship in basketball. And then how about this? The youngest, Jackson Lewis, to come full circle, he plays baseball. Jackson Lewis plays baseball with Coach Lonick from Lincoln East with his son. So how about that, right?
Wow.
The connection, and the boys are really good friends, right? The little Lonick boy, I think it might be Brooks. Is it Brooks that plays with him?
It is Brooks, yes.
So the Millard West parents and fans are seeing the Lewis family associate with the Lonix early in this baseball tournament. They're like, what are you doing, right? You can't be associating with the enemy. But, yeah, Lewis's and Lonix, good friends. Sons playing the same team, and a lot of respect for each other.
2-1 to Moffitt. Lifts that. It's going to stay in play. The pass goes over to make the grab for the third out, and they limit the damage to just one run. But the Wildcats add one more in the top of the sixth. They extend their lead, 4-2.
What do you think about going to college?
I'm kind of scared.
I feel nervous a little bit. That's kind of a tough one. I'm not really sure yet.
I'm excited for college.
How are you going to pay for it?
To be honest, I don't really know.
That's actually a really good question.
So what if you had a friend you could ask?
A car's not just a car, it's a time capsule full of memories, adventures, and unbelievable stories. Letting go of a car you love is difficult, but knowing it will support a cause you believe in makes it much easier. Donate your car to public television. Call or go online.
Well, if you'd like a DVD copy of these state high school championships, just give us a call at 800-868-1868, $19.95. Plus shipping and handling is the cost. You can relive these memories for a lifetime. You can also log on to our website at nebraskapublicmedia.org/sports to grab a DVD copy that you can then burn to digital and have it forever. 4-2 is the score as we head here to the bottom of the sixth. Just 6 outs remaining for the Spartans. They're trying to go back-to-back. Owen Lessig will start it out for the Spartans. 32-1 on the year is the record. Called strike to Lessig.
Lincoln East just needs to have an answer. Scratch one across.
Lessig starts it off with a single into right. Good start.
32-1 on the year, but these two teams have not met up this year, right?
Correct.
A rematch of the state championship from last year. The 1-2 preseason teams have been 1-2 all year. Just felt like a collision course for this matchup here today, and we've got ourselves a great one. Here we are, bottom of 6 in a 2-run game.
360 some days in the making. You're right. Great job on the setup for Sturbans. His night is done.
He did a great job.
And now they go to Vin Teicher. We'll come back. We'll have more from here in Omaha.
As the executive producer of our sports programming, it's really a thrill to be able to produce the high level of sports content that we get to do here at Nebraska Public Media. Being able to be out across the state and representing folks from Lincoln and Omaha to Scottsbluff and Chadron and showcase some of the great athletes that we have within Nebraska is really a thrill for me. And I know that it's a thrill for all of the other producers and crew members who work on all of these shows. Takes a lot of work, but at the end of the day, that final product of being able to air these games and know that people are enjoying them, that's just a thrill, and I am so glad that we're able to do that. I think it's important for people to donate for Nebraska Public Media to continue to deliver the same high quality content that we have. To be able to donate to Nebraska Public Media allows us to continue producing the same high level quality content that you've come to expect from us and that we hope to continue to provide for years to come.
Well, let's go back and take a look at the great pitching. It was Ashton Schroeder who was dealing this morning for Mount Michael. He went 6 2/3. That grab would have ended it. Instead, it scored a run. And then that one won it. And Malcolm scores 3 in the bottom of the last inning to win it 3-2 and take home their second state championship. In Class B, we had a tie game going into the bottom of the 6th when Norris exploded. A little seeing eye single there, scores 2, put 5 runs up on the board, including that blast up against the wall, to win it in Class B. First title since 2013 for the Titans.
Some good baseball.
Yeah.
Great baseball.
All day. And going back to that Class C battle between Malcolm and Mount Michael, Schroeder for Mount Michael, I believe, reached his pitch count limit.
Right.
With that second out in the last inning, so wasn't able to throw to another batter, right? And so they make the pitching change.
Yep.
And from there, that's where the Malcolm rally started with 2 outs in their final at-bat.
So into pitch now is the senior, Nick Van Tyker.
He's been lights out all year. Upper 80s guy. He's been their closer, and that's what he's here to do.
Swears in there at third for the Wildcats. Quick check over. Lessig is back. There is number 12. Hit right at him. Fires to second in time for the big double play. How about that? Off the bench, hard hit to you, and you roll 2.
That's a great play. What they always say, Jeff, ball will find you.
They say that, and
Yes,
it did.
It did. It found him. That's a great play. That's a hard hit ball.
As a hitter, all you can do is make hard contact, and Joey Senstock did just that, right? I mean, he hit that ball on the button, but Millard West doing a nice job turning the double play.
So Mason Gaines now at the plate. Gaines is 1 for 2 in the game. Singled in the 4th. Grounded out to second in the 3rd. Quickly ahead, no balls, 2 strikes. Just inside.
It's a great pitch either way.
Yeah, he had the whole Millard West infield starting to walk off the field.
Bounce back through the middle. Gaines with the single. Double play just became that much bigger.
Yep. Lincoln East not going away. They're going to continue to fight, continue to battle, continue to put good ABs together.
So now in the 9 hole. Pinch hitter. Actually, it's Tanner Peterson back in there. Last time at the plate, Carter McPeak pinch hit for him, so Peterson now at the plate. Re-entry. Catcher interference, and Tanner Peterson will take first base.
Yeah, right away, it didn't look normal. I didn't see him hit the glove, but he actually caught a lot of the glove, right? It wasn't like he just nicked it.
So top of the order now for the Lincoln East Spartans. It'll be Jeter Worthley. And once again, runners in scoring position. Or a runner. And Mason Gaines. Tanner Peterson is at first with 2 down. Quick conversation. Lincoln East won an extra inning game back in the first round here at State. Beat Millard North in 8 innings. Pitches inside to Jeter Worthley.
Lincoln East putting a little pressure right now on Millard West. 2 outs. Runner in scoring position.
Jeter bounces that to third. Zorzik there again. And out of the inning. We head to the final inning. Wildcats on top 4-2.
From engaging dramas to amazing music and exciting college and high school sports, your donation makes it possible for Nebraska Public Media to bring all this and more to Nebraskans every day. Give generously so all the programs and services of Nebraska Public Media can continue. Make the reasons you watch the reasons you give. Members make everything possible. Make a donation today by calling 800-989-8236, and thank you for your support.
What if you had a medical emergency? Imagine your home engulfed in flames. Volunteer fire departments can't get enough members. Most of Nebraska is served by volunteer firefighters and emergency medical providers.
Every life matters. Everybody deserves to have a response when they need it.
Will they be able to answer the call when you need them the most? Working Fires, volunteer fire departments in crisis.
Thursday night at 9 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
Well, we go to the final inning, and here's your game summary. It's really a lot of contributions from a lot of different people on both sides that have got us here. It hasn't been a spectacular game for any one individual, but Valdivia's certainly had a great game. Moffitt, Tyson Lewis, and his 2 hits, as well as that sac fly to add to the lead.
And how about Vin Tiger from the Millard West side, has a couple of hits. Just saw him that inning. Get Millard West out of the inning.
Speaking of Valdivia, he will lead it off. That is hit well, but a good jump by Mason Gaines, and he's able to reel it in.
Shorge has been doing such a good job keeping his team in it this long.
Yeah, you can see where he is in center field, and you get a good look at the jump off the bat, and he had a beat on it the whole way. Gaines does a nice job tracking it down.
Back through the middle, backhanded, good play, flipped over, not in time. Swirsik comes in, makes another couple of nice plays at third base. Gets the hit there. Dylan Swierczyk, junior for Millard West.
Yeah, I love seeing it. Coming off the bench, being ready to go.
Did he touch first base? Okay. I think he drug his foot across there.
Okay, good. We did now either way, so we're good. Oh. Huh. I don't know. But another pop out to Mason Gaines in center field.
He did. He ended up clipping the bag.
I'd say either way he got back to the bag before they touched it. So
the throw was coming across. If he didn't hit the bag, he's out.
Well, no,
because he didn't catch it.
Oh, he didn't grab it.
So you have to catch it at first base with your foot on the base to record the out.
Yeah, he never did touch the base.
Don't quite understand how that works. Just thought if they threw it in the vicinity, then.
Right.
Swierczyk is off.
That's great base running right there. Seeing the ball down. As soon as it hits the dirt, he's off. Millard West trying to get a 2-out hit here.
Absolutely. Sam Kidd has looked pretty comfortable at the plate all night. So now a base hit from Kidd, and you get yourself an insurance run.
Kidd had the double back in the fourth.
Sam Kidd's dad is named Jason Kidd, not the basketball player Jason Kidd.
Oh, okay. Appreciate you clarifying.
Mm-hmm.
Called strike, outside corner.
Interesting. I feel like we're playing a little shallow in center. Maybe that's just me.
Out in center?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think some of it's probably with 2 outs. Runner's going to be off with contact. You're probably trying to cut that run off at the plate if possible.
31 the count. Sam Kidd at the plate. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 down. Quick check on Swierczyk. That is hit well into center, and now Gaines has to get on his horse to get back. It makes the play, all 3 outs. High fly balls to center field. Here comes Lincoln East, down by 2, bottom of the 7th. Berkey, Avasco, Springer due up.
I need you to see something.
So pleased to hear that.
Finally, some good news. Some people spend a lifetime trying to find someone like you. This is a future we are more than happy to embrace.
I've never felt a love so strong in my entire life.
Promise you, this is something that they're not going to be able to ignore.
We loved it.
Next time on Antiques Roadshow, who were the lucky folks who made it into our 13th episode of Junk in the Trunk?
We seen the signature and we're like, wow, we got something here.
My godfather he gave it to me as a gift because, to be honest, I am the favorite.
There's only one first Iditarod.
First race.
And here I am just swinging it around here.
Don't miss Antiques Roadshow, Junk in the Trunk 13.
Monday night at 7 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
Welcome back as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Spartans are down by 2. Fans are into it on the Spartan side. And they've got the heart of the order up. 2, 3, 4, including 2 guys hitting over 435 coming into tonight, both with 8 homers in Ivasco and Springer.
Yeah, if Millard West is going to win this state championship, they're going to have to earn it here, right? Going through the heart of the order. We've talked about it all night, but rematch of last year's state championship, which was a extra inning thriller, I think in 10 innings, right?
3-2. Yes.
Yep, 3-2 Lincoln East. Win in 10 innings last year. Again, these have been the 1 and 2 teams all season long. And here we are in the bottom of 7. Millard West with a 2-run cushion, but facing the 2, 3, 4 in the Lincoln East lineup.
Yeah, if you're Millard West, this is the guy you want on the mound, right? And if you're Lincoln East, these are the guys you want up. So this is the ultimate matchup for
good on good. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the ultimate matchup for the championship.
A little equipment issue, maybe with the chest protector. Sam Kidd working on the chest protector.
So they do electronic pitch calling.
Right.
So I'm guessing the pitch comm is busted.
Oh, he is putting that in his ear. Yep. It's a good guess, Brian Dunsing.
Thanks.
Did that happen when Jeff Lizey bounced the ceremonial
Come
first pitch
on, come on. That was in the last game.
That was in Class B.
Oh, got it. I just thought maybe it was the same
Right?
comm.
No.
Oh, yeah, they share comms. Yeah, so it's probably
be.
what it is. Yeah. I'll tell you what, this is going to kind of hurt the pitcher here. Oh, they are getting an extra warm-up. Okay. Say that's a long wait.
Kai Berkey to lead it off for the Spartans. Berkey 0 for on the night. Reached by an error. Lined out to left and lined out to center. He's hit the ball well, just right at guys. He and his .375 batting average will tell you he is due here in the bottom of the 7th. Called strike. Boy, Vin Tiger just wastes no time out there.
It's a couple Millard West pitchers right now that they get on the mound, they go. They get on the mound, they go. They don't waste a lot of time in between.
Three balls, 1 strike. Boy, you want to go right at Berkey with Ivasco and Springer up next. Do not want him on. And he hits that sharply right by the diving Valdivia, and a leadoff single for Kai Berkey.
That is how you get the inning started if you're Lincoln East.
And now you got a guy at the plate in Ivasco who loves dead red. He's got 8 dingers on the year, 14 doubles, hits .480 in a 4-2 game, nobody out. Took a little off it there.
Try to go first pitch, backdoor breaker.
Yep.
Trying to get a swing. Actually trying to get him to swing, put it on the ground. Hopefully get a ground ball out.
Inside to Ivasco. AJ has singled his last 2 times at the plate in the 4th inning and the 5th inning. There's his home run power. Called strike.
And from that graphic, you got Ivasco right now and then Springer waiting on deck.
Just a little late. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
It's a really good located pitch. 2-1, fastball away. Let's see what he tries to do here.
That's lifted into left. Here comes Blackman, makes the grab. Good swing, good drive by Avasco, and a nice play in left field by Jake Blackman.
Blackman almost overran that ball.
Yeah, and it's one we talked about this earlier, but off the left-handed ball bat, a ball to left field is going to be tailing towards that third base line, and Blackman had some ground to cover in left field and almost overran it.
I wonder if he lost it in the lights. Maybe a little low for that, I guess. Maybe, I don't know.
That brings up Springer. Pulled the string on him.
He tried to tie it up with that swing right there.
We'll say a little word or two to his bat right here. Swings through, throw down to second. Not in time. Stolen base by Berkey.
Yeah, that's a big stolen base, right? The run itself doesn't matter, but it keeps you out of the double play ball.
That's a very good throw and tag. That's the right call. He was safe. Yep. It's a pretty big gamble, too, though, because if you get thrown out right there, you just took yourself out of an inning.
Yeah.
And you don't have any left.
0-2. Down in the dirt.
I know Springer can hit homers, but if I'm Garrett Springer, and I'm looking for something I can just shoot to the right side. Just like he did his last at bat. Ground ball right through that 4-hole score run.
Swing and a miss. Big strikeout for Ventiker. And now the Spartans down to their final out.
Great breaking ball. Well-located breaking ball right there. Nothing you do with that pitch.
Peltz at the plate. Hits that to short. Here's Lewis across the diamond. One hopper. Not going to get it. And it's going to get by, and a run will score, and we've got a one-run game in the 7th. So Peltz gets aboard with the single. Berkey scores. And now it is 4-3 with the runner at first.
And the run doesn't matter. But you see, that's a tough play for Tyson Lewis, having arranged those right, but a nice job by Struck to keep that ball close, right? Because if the ball goes down the line, all of a sudden you just put the tying run on second or potentially third base.
Here's Owen Lessig. He singled his last time at the plate to lead off the 6th inning. Walked before that. He's 1 for 2 with a walk. Hit hard at second. Scooped up Valdivia to first. That's going to do it for the second time in 3 years. Millard West, state baseball champions.
What a great game. And again, came down to the last out. Put together some good ABs on both sides. Great pitching. I mean, congratulations to Millard West.
What a game. A 4-3 final. The Wildcats, state champs again. Celebration will go into the night in Millard, especially if you're a Wildcat. They are state champs once again.
This season, satisfy your gardening curiosity with Backyard Farmer. Our Nebraska Extension specialists and professionals have the answers you're looking for. From beginners to green thumb veterans, learn the secrets to a bountiful harvest, safeguarding against insect pests and diseases, keeping your lawn pristine, and so much more. Backyard Farmer is your go-to guide for all things gardening. Saturday morning at 10 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
We know that your car is not just a car, it's a trusted companion, a time capsule full of memories, adventures, and unbelievable stories. Letting go of a vehicle you love is difficult, but knowing it will support a cause you believe in makes it much easier. Donate your car, truck, motorhome, or even classic car to public television and support quality programming the entire community can enjoy. We'll even send a tow truck to pick it up at no cost to you. Call or donate online.
Wild water and rock. Ireland is famous for its stunning scenery. One of its greatest natural treasures is a strange world of grey stone called the Burren. The Burren seems lifeless, but look a little closer. Some extraordinary survivors clung to life.
Wednesday night at 7 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
Coverage of the NSAA Baseball Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, Nebraska Public Power District, and Teammates Mentoring Program. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support. Well, we want to say a very heartfelt, sincere goodbye to a crew member who is leaving us for the last time here tonight. She's been with us forever, Donna Devine. And Donna, I want to read a poem to you that Brock Lohr wrote from the entire crew. Maiden Mullen, not sure you will find a camera op whose hard work and craft always shine. With a smile bright and a heart so kind, she leads the pack and leaves no one behind. Among the young, she's the seasoned sage, guiding the crew with wisdom and age. After 4 decades of work, she sails off into the sun to begin her next chapter with all sorts of fun. It's tough to bid farewell to a friend this fine, a colleague whose name is Donna Devine. Donna, you've been outstanding. It's been great working with you. We're going to miss you. Goodbye, Donna.
Donna's the best.
Absolutely.
Top notch.
I don't know what a Nebraska Public Media broadcast is going to be like without Donna Devine. I've never worked one. Never worked one without Donna. She's been at all these events, has a passion for what she does and what she's able to bring you across the entire state over 4 decades. Remarkable career. It's not too late to say no, Donna. Oh, it is? Okay. All right. All right. Let's go to our public address announcer.
The Nebraska School Activities Association is honored to have medals and trophies for both of these outstanding teams. Presentations will be made this evening by NSAA Executive Director Jennifer Schwartz and NSAA Board of Directors Kara Graham from Lincoln Southeast, Dr. Dana Weissman from Sutton, and Thomas Lee from Omaha Westview. Here are the awards for the 2024 Class A runner-up, Lincoln East High School. Head coach Michael Lonick and your assistants, please come forward to present the silver medals to each member of your team. And players, as your name is called, please come forward to receive your medal. Number 2, Carter McPeak. Number 3, Paul Shortridge. Number 8, Chase Nelson. Number 9, Keith Canuck. Number 12, Brock Anderson. Number 13, Connor Johnson. Number 16, Luke Larson. Number 18, Jack Oler. Number 28, Kalai Larson. Number 31, Brody McIntyre. Number 44, Dele Odolate. Number 42, Jeter Worthley. Number 1, Kai Berkey. Number 7, AJ Avasco. Number 19, Garrett Springer. Number 27, Troy Peltz. Number 6, Owen Lessig. Number 4, Joey Senstock. Number 11, Mason Gaines. Number 5, Tanner Peterson. And number 10, Carter Mick.
Thank you, Coach. It was a hell of a season. Wouldn't trade it for the world.
Also number 15, Thomas Fraley. And now, here is the 2024 NSAA Class A runner-up trophy. Congratulations, Lincoln East High School. Now to the 2024 Class A champions. First, head coach Steve Fry, we have a special award for you. Now, coach, would you and your assistants come forward to present the gold medals to the members of your championship team? And players, as your name is called, please come forward to receive your medal.
Will, come on out here, bud.
Number 6, Max Wand.
Right here. Yeah, boy. Hey, congrats.
Number 8, Caden Dreesen. Number 10, Josh Mulligan.
Oh boy, Josh. Congrats. I think I put it back. Okay.
Number 11, Ben Sturbins.
Great job, man.
Number 12, Dylan Swirsig. Number 13, Drew Lotus. Number 14, Landon Horst. Number 15, Ethan Cole. Number 16, Brady Ferguson. Number 17, Tyson Meyer. Number 19, Eli Hoagie. Number 21, Peyton Roberts. Number 27, Bennett Clokey. Number 9, Tyson Lewis. Number 2, Nick Ventiker. Number 18, J.D. Moffett. Number 1, Mike Valdivia. Number 7, Caden Strzok. Number 5, Chance Roberts. Number 4, Sam Kidd. Number 28, Jackson Williams. And number 30, Jake Blackman. And now, for these outstanding athletes and their school, here is the 2024 NSAA Class A State Baseball Championship Trophy. Congratulations, Millard West High School.
For the second time in 3 years, they are state champs. They won it in 2019. There was nothing in 2020. They won it in 22, and now again in 24. It is a dynasty at Millard West, there's no doubt. We'll hear from the champs when we come back here in Omaha.
What if you had a medical emergency? Imagine your home engulfed in flames. Volunteer fire departments can't get enough members. Most of Nebraska is served by volunteer firefighters and emergency medical providers.
Every life matters. Everybody deserves to have a response when they need it.
Will they be able to answer the call when you need them the most? Working Fires, volunteer fire departments in crisis.
Thursday night at 9 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
Knocking me down, but my heart keeps beating.
If you know where you come from, you'll know where you're going.
I know a brighter day will come.
My lovely city became divided.
Every bruise and every scar makes us who we are.
We were brought up in a culture that valued story.
Our stories deserve to be heard.
Okay, what just happened? It's moving. My heart is singing. They could not imagine existence without the buffalo.
There's no gospel without the totality of African American culture.
Our future looks like us telling our stories.
Wow. God, that's satisfying.
Who we are.
An American Experience.
There will be a curfew starting at 11 o'clock.
We have cities all across the country up in flames.
Johnson's being faced with pressure to do something.
creating a presidential commission was the best option.
The Kerner Commission told the truth, but it was a harsh truth.
There is this problem. Let's not sweep it under the rug.
The Riot Report on American Experience. Tuesday night at 8 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
Coverage of the NSAA Baseball Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, Nebraska Public Power District, and Teammates Mentoring Program. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support. State champs, third time in the last 5 years that it's been contested. They have won it. They win it tonight 4-3 in a terrific Class A state championship game. Let's go down to Jeff. He's with the champs.
With the champs here, Millard West pulling it off in dramatic fashion. Coach Fry, you guys aren't often the underdogs, right? But playing a little bit of the underdog role today, how'd you guys get it done?
Well, you know, we started off right away with putting the ball in play with some guys in scoring position, scored a couple runs there. And, you know, we did a really good job of getting out of innings, not letting him put a big number on the board. And, you know, we were just able to score one more run than they were. So, and, you know, I'm happy for them. They worked hard this year. And you know, I love having our seniors go out that way.
And that's what I was just going to ask, right? A rematch of last year's Class A state championship. How about that? Getting soaked, getting the ice bath. I got a little bath with you. But what does it mean sending these guys out with a state championship second in 3 years, Coach?
Well, it was huge. You know, last year we were in left field, and our catcher at the time told our guys to soak it up, and so you know the whole year our whole goal has been, you know, to get back here and get it done, and you know, fortunately we were able to do it.
They soaked it up last year. You're soaking it up now. Go celebrate the win here, Coach. Good work. Good work. We're going to bring in Nick Van Tiger. Where's Nick Van Tiger? Come on over, bud. Congrats, dude.
Thank you.
Congrats. Hey, you're getting it done on the mound, getting it done at the plate. What was the approach at the plate for you today?
I mean, a lot of not necessarily soft lefties, but you're seeing two lefty arms who rely on off speed a lot. So, I mean, I'm just trying to stay right center, looking for something I can drive.
And then on the mound, closing it down, right? You give up the leadoff base hit to start the seventh. You're facing the heart of the order. What are you trying to do there?
I mean, I'm just trying to get outs, man. I know if I attack him, my stuff's good enough to get outs. And after that leadoff guy got on, I was like, shoot, okay, time to lock in. Let's go. Let's get it done.
Time to lock in. Lock in you did. Congrats, man. Go celebrate it with the boys.
Let's go. Right here, baby.
That's right. We got a couple more. We're going to bring over Mike Valdivia, Tyson Lewis. Couple of transfers, right? You guys transfer in. This is what you set out to do, win a state championship. You guys get it done. Obviously, Mike, you're going to Tulane, going to Arkansas. Tyson, talk about what this means. I'll give both of you the mic and opportunity to talk. Tyson.
Yeah, I mean, this is the only reason you come here is to win a state championship. You know, this is the best program in the state, and I'm just so proud of this team, so proud of everybody, all the coaching staff, and so I'm just so happy right now, so excited. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's really just not something words can really explain. I'm just really blessed to be here with all my guys and just to give thanks to God and been trusting His plan, and that's all we can do, and let Him do the rest.
Awesome. Great performance, gutty performance. Loved watching it. Good work, guys. Tell you what, it's a great Class A state championship game. Good work all the way around. Larry, we'll toss it back to you.
All right, thanks very much, Jeff. Great job down there. Congratulations to the guys. Here's a recap of what happened. Malcolm won it this morning. Back-to-back. Norris wins it for the first time since 2013, scoring 5 in the bottom of the 6th. And then we get a fantastic Class A game that Millard West holds on at the end to win it 4-3.
Just an all-around great day of baseball. Fantastic.
It's been a lot of fun bringing you these NSAA state baseball championships. State champ in Class A once again. The Wildcats of Millard West, they take home the gold. That's going to do it from here at Warner Park in Papillion, Nebraska. Goodbye, Donna. Last time. Fantastic game for Jeff Lisey, for Brian Dunsing. I'm Larry Putney. Thanks to Brock Lohr and our entire Nebraska Public Media crew. Appreciate you joining us for these state championships. We'll see you next time on Nebraska Public Media.